Little check. That's yeah, we good. All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. The real Hebrew Israelites down here at the GMS Hampton, Virginia camp. Back out here once again to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, aka known as America in the scriptures. All right, and preach deliverance. All right, to the elect of the nation of Israel. Before we get started, we want to face the east, which means calling off the God. We give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Ba'ashem,
God. And double honors to our apostles, our elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who do well and teach well on sound doctrine. Peace, love, and salutation to you. I come out there going to work with truth and sincerity. All right, and pretty much, man, we just gonna go through the spirit for a brother can get Daniel the second chapter. Because we're pretty much in the time of this. You can get Revelation 13 as well. Deadly ones. I get Revelation. Because essentially, man, the scripture spoke about, four major kingdoms. All right, and within those kingdoms, all right, they all had similarities. The main similarity that they had was that these major kingdoms had the nation of Israel in subjection. Okay. Matter of fact, you also get that preacher trotting unto the Gentiles and the Gentile people feel. I think it's in like, if I'm not mistaken. I think like Daniel 20. I mean Daniel 2, 38. Because essentially, man, these other nations, they all had, their fair share of rulership. They all had their time to, pretty much be in that power seat, okay, throughout the planet Earth, man. All right. But we're in the time now where we're seeing that power being stripped from that last kingdom, man. And that last kingdom happens to be what, man? The Esau's kingdom. Okay, this damn devil that's ruling the planet Earth today, pursuant to Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. If not, where and who is he, man? And a lot of these people, these Babylonians, they can't understand who the wicked is. Jay can't understand. You know what I mean? So they just bug the hell out. You got it right. Yeah, I'm gonna get that Luke real quick. This is Luke 21. It's shocking. So, I'm gonna start at 23. It says, "But woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days." Yep. No, go ahead, brother. No, speaking of, that's basically a future prophecy. It's gonna be a tough time for people that have babies and kids, especially a newborn. You know what I mean? Because nowadays where we're at right now, you still have that comfort where if you have a child, you're gonna get aid, you're gonna get WIC, you're gonna get you're gonna make the baby formula, you're gonna get help with Pampers and daycare and stuff like that. But in the future times, ain't nobody gonna be there to help you. It's not gonna be no more WIC. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be no daycare that takes your kids in regardless of your financial income. Just to add on to that. Because pretty much that going into speaking about during the time of 70 AD. Yeah. Because Yahweh Shah was, warning, the people of what things is going to come or come out of those Jewish Roman wars. That's what they call it in secular history, the Roman Jewish wars, which was from 67 AD to about 72 AD. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was roughly around like 6 years or something like that, where they pretty much seized Jerusalem, starved out the water, the resources and everything like that. And it was a huge famine, So pretty much how Shah was saying, hey, go to give second those because it's going to be a lack of resources, which is going to be like that. That scripture can apply to today's time, as well too. Yeah, that's what it's like a twofold scripture. Yeah, you know what I mean. That's like you right there. For there shall be great distress in the land and wrath upon this people. You in the blue letter? Yeah. Can you get that word distress, though? I got you. Yeah, this is distress. Hold on. And this is something that your pastors won't teach you, right? These Christian theologians, this is something that they don't want to go into. They don't want to go into prophecy. They don't want to tell you of the things what's to come, because they want you to be in that docile mindset. They don't want you to prepare for the evil days.
Yeah.
You know, the scripture says, "Look unto that Creator while the evil days draw nigh." Man.
This is distress in the blue letter. It says necessity imposed either by the circumstance or by law of duty regarding to one's advantage, custom, or argument. Calamity, distress, straits.
Calamity, straits, man. So dire situations, dire times, right? Because when you break down the word evil, meaning Eve meaning bad, it'll mean times. We'll enter into some bad times, man. And it's not going to be easy for nobody, man. You know.
Yep. Verse 24, it says, "And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem, Yerushalayim, shall be trodden down unto the Gentiles, until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled."
Yeah, until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. Right. So we're in the time where these Gentiles, these other nations, the nations outside of the nation of Israel, are in their power seats. You know, they have, conspired against the hidden ones, which happen to be Israel. They all play in a particular seat where they keep the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American at the lower totem pole. What is it, totem pole?
Totem pole.
Yeah, totem pole. So that being said, they're trotting over us, man. They ruling over us. Our oppressors are ruling over us. So we don't have anything to combat it via, unless you have the Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So that being said, we have to wait for our power to come release us from this captivity and put us on the top and establish the kingdom of heaven, all right, on the planet Earth.
Yeah, that's why I was saying this is really a twofold scripture, because we about to get into the deadly wound, but we're here again. You know what I mean? We're basically going through the same thing again. You know what I mean? And now, the deadly wound was healed, so that's why we're dealing with what we're dealing with. But like you said, pursuing the Revelation 12:12, Esau time is up, and they're starting to see it now. You know what I mean? It's I always say the pendulum is swinging. You know how the pendulum swing this way, then swing this way. It is at this very high hearing, but it's about to start coming back the other way. So he knows that. Even people try to say Esau's not spiritual. No, Esau's spiritual. We just spiritual on the left hand side, man. So he sees what's going on. That's why you got the Karens. That's why. Did you see Jake Lady punch Karen in the graduation?
No,
yeah. Basically, the lady just tricked out because the Jake lady was trying to get to her seat. It was a graduation. It was her seat. He just can't take it. You know what I mean? So they just flipping out for no reason. So the pendulum is swinging. You got to know, shit.
Yeah, I was just saying, because going into what you were saying, that's why it don't make sense for salvation to be for all the other nations, man. Because when he was going into, all the other nations took part of having us in slavery, and even just like to this day, eating off our. I mean, they eating off of us,
look at them.
And in this dire state that we in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it don't make sense what the Christian church is teaching, that salvation is for all the other nations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that don't even add up. Salaki, they're still pushing that weak rhetoric that everybody can make to the kingdom of heaven, but now we're at the time where everybody's starting to come out to the highways and byways to speak, and that rhetoric just doesn't make sense now, because now you got Christians really going into the scriptures there, right? Because of what? Because the Israelites is checking them. Exactly. So now, what they're doing now, while you're getting your scripture, brother Salaki, they're making their videos and they're trying to point their strong points, but they're cutting when the Israelites, when they're having the debates, they're cutting off when the Israelites are making their point to try to make Christianity seem stronger, man.
Slocky. Go ahead and read that Daniel if you got it out.
This is Daniel 2 and
You can start at like 30.
This is Daniel 2:31. Thou, O king,
Uh-huh.
sawest, and behold, a great image.
Uh-huh.
This great image, whose brightness was excellent,
Uh-huh.
stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible.
Uh-huh.
The image head was of fine gold,
Uh-huh.
his breast and his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass, his legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, con. Yeah, it's con. So pretty much it's describing, the image, but you can look it up. It's on Google, and it's pretty much showing a statue of a golden head, right? And it said the chest was what? The chest was
It says his breast and his arms silver, his belly
Yep.
and his thighs of brass.
Yep. So those, different materials that it's going into as a representation of each empire and what they were known for. You know what I mean? So that gold, that head of gold represents Babylon, right? That represents the Chaldeans and so on and so forth, right? And then it says the silver, right? The silver that's going into the Shalom, that's going into the Medo-Persian Empire, right? And then it said brass, that's going into the Greek Empire. And that iron, that clay, that's going into the Roman Empire, bro. All right, and that clay, that goes into the vassal states and the ones that were a part of the Roman subjects, the allies and so on and so forth. Which today, you had the NATO and the EU and so on and so forth. Two people.
It says, thou sawest till that a stone which cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet, that were of iron and clay, and break them into pieces.
Yeah, so that stone, right? So that stone broke that, that statue, that last part of that rulership. So that's a key indicator to let you know, okay, that has to be a very important property. It has to let you know that something has to happen for this kingdom to be destroyed, and it has to be taken down by force. It's not just Esau is not just gonna, just give his kingdom up. Some type of conflict has to happen for it to smite, that image. You keep going on.
It says, then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together, and became like the chaff of the summer thrush floors, and the wind carried them away.
Yep, the wind carried them around.
That no place was found for them.
Yep, and what do you think that took place? For that to happen, man. That's speaking about the nuclear missiles destroying this place known as Babylon the Great, because this is the last kingdom that's going to be ruling the planet Earth, man. And that stone is a representation of Yahweh Shai and angels, and so on. They're going to take out this place, man, by force, by the sword, by pestilence, destruction, and so on and so forth. To the point, this place is going to be wiped away. It's going to go back to dust, right? America is going to be a place where no one will ever inhabit it again, man. It's going to be like another bad dream, if you will. You keep going.
And it says, and the stone that smote the image became a great mountain and filled the whole earth.
Yeah, because a great mountain represents, a governing body, government, so on and so forth. We break down the word govern means control, man means, mind. So hey, this government that's going to be established on the planet Earth, you can get Isaiah the 9th chapter, because that ties into it as well.
Say something?
Yeah,
It's just like the government. We was just talking about that. Reason why you see people that has established places and got their own places, countries, whatever. The reason why they're not thriving, or oppressed, or not doing anything, a lot of bad immorality goes there. So-called white man ultimately has embassy there, basically jurisdiction over there to deprive and watch out and make sure nothing comes about nothing growth. Basically, the governments that Esau has set up across the four corners has been set up to cease every type of movement,
Yeah.
productivity. That's
Yeah.
why everybody is in a state of this nothingness, oppression.
Yeah.
But Esau makes the world like that.
Yeah, what they call that? When you go to different places, you got an embassy.
Yeah.
But it's Esau. It's basically Babylon's little safe quarters for them. So you could be in London. You see the movies where they aspire or something, but they try to get to the embassy because then they safe. Because Esau got his hands, and we spoke about it. Think about all the bases, U.S. military bases outside of U.S. Right, everywhere. You know what I mean? They got security everywhere.
Like the ancient Roman Empire.
Yeah.
Jurisdictions, military bases all across.
Yep.
It's just not two things.
Yep.
And that's why it gets so tricky with the laws and legislations, because you have those, particular different rules. Like for case in point, you will have the country laws or state laws, but then you'll also have the UCMJ, the Uniform Military Justice. I forget, but it's pretty much like if you break the country law, but you didn't break the UCMJ law, you're only going to get charged for that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But if you break both, then now you're in trouble with, your country and their country.
Yeah, that's why
Like state versus fed.
That's why Trump was able to say, what's his name? What's the man that got abducted in Venezuela?
Yeah.
What's his name? Yeah, what's his name? Basically, they said we getting him because he Maduro.
Oh,
He broke the law. He broke some type of law according to America, man. So they bring how you abduct a man and bring him to New York? Talking about somebody putting charges against him. That's how you know they go into everybody. Esau had a pact out here. If you don't follow a code or a law, hey, you're getting charged, man.
Wait.
He has the jurisdiction to charge you.
Are you? Because I'm ignorant to this. Are you saying he did something outside of the U.S. and they still try to drag him?
No, they basically try to justify his abducting. They try to charge. They're trying to charge him.
Okay.
They try to say he did something to charge him.
To bring him in. Okay.
To abduct him.
Yeah.
Bring him in.
Yeah.
That's all Esau does.
Okay.
In order for Esau he does something, he charge you or accuse you of doing something, but they can justify them going over there and get you.
No. That's Esau. Yep.
Yeah, if I can say, that's all going into what the Lord said. The Lord said this wickedness was going to spread. And if y'all see, he spread it all around. This is Psalms 37 and 35. It says, I have seen the wicked in great power and spread himself like a green bay tree. So that's why wickedness has spread, throughout the whole earth,
And that, going to what you were talking about earlier, Zariella, that's why when Yahushua comes back, he's coming back to face the world. And so it has to be a power. It has to be a place that nobody would ever think that will cease.
Mm.
So you ask the average American, you can't talk to an American about stories, man. You know that? Like,
it's unheard of.
They like,
shit, yeah.
It's unheard of.
I think just graduated.
Yeah. It's like going into that vision of what John saw about Revelation 17.
Yeah.
You know how that he actually saw a dragon with heads. But that showed you the mighty, the strength that America was going to have. So we talking about the bully, like, yo, yeah, man, you know that bully going to be beat up one day, right?
Yeah.
Man, that nigga gonna beat up everybody. That nigga hates God. That nigga
Yeah,
that nigga T-Bo, man. You telling them, God, my power, you better come get him. They gonna be like this.
But that's the spirit. You said that though, because I was gonna say, because if you watch I only watched a little bit of it, but if you watch the documentary about the Medo-Persian Empire and the Grecian Empire, how Alexander the Great came into power and so on and so forth, and he was winning those particular little battles that he was winning. So he was gaining momentum and he was gaining ground. But then you have to remember in the Medo-Persian, they ruled 120 provinces or 127 provinces. So they was known as the big bully.
Yeah, remember, you go back to the time of in the book of Judah, the time of Holofernes and Nebuchadnezzar. What was, when you read the first part of that book, it tells you he was going to he gave charge of Holofernes to make a decree to go take over lands and provinces. See who's going to bow down to Nebuchadnezzar, or we going to subdue him. Now he went to town, they said, I know God. They rebels. Remember what he said, yo, who was them people on that countryside that's not claim they got some God of Israel? And who was Achiel told him.
Yeah.
So basically, the point is, America has been able to subdue all these nations around to join the policies, the UN policies, NATO, EU, the B system. Even going on to this system, what you about to see with the MOTP.
Yep.
So now people are really saying like, what's the excuse? We can make war with the beast.
Exactly. Yeah, that's heavy. Yeah, and that's essentially the mindset that all the other nations had pursuant to the Medio Persian Empire. So when Alexander the Great he came into power and they were battling and having war, he took he took them down with that polar, you know, this that anger and everything like that.
That's why they
has it down.
That's why when you read the book Daniel, it talks about the characteristics.
Yeah.
Leopard, the bear.
Yeah.
When you look at the characteristics of the bear and the leopard, how they move majestically, man.
Yeah.
That's power, you know.
But you know, if you look at history, that's how the Lord always showed his power, though. He always made his power like, you know, by him coming against the power on the earth at that time. That was like, you know, Pharaoh, when he came against Pharaoh, he hardened his heart. You know, it's going to be like that again, you know.
On the ninth chapter.
Yeah, that's good.
What did it ultimately say in the ninth chapter?
We'll get it again.
It talks about how he purposely made harden his heart so he can show his power.
Yeah.
Basically the same today. He's hard, he's sort of Willie's heart. So he can show his power. Because right now, nobody believes in Yahweh Shem Shah. That's why nobody takes us serious. Everybody looking at us like, fuck. Like, they just hang with their bums. Bums. Oh no, hey boy.
Right.
You know, nobody takes us serious. But Yahweh Bashem Shah is going to make the world known. He's the living power. He created all things. You know, that's why we, you know, in the spirit, we come out here to uplift those names, man. Because everybody's giving credit to the system, technocracy, the pseudoscience, and shit. You know, basically so-called white supremacy.
All right, this is Romans.
Start at verse 11. 11 all the way down.
We're here to tell our people, man, hey, we'll fall for this place. You saw the lose. We seen it. Before coming down here. They can't do nothing. They're losers, the drugs, the dweebs. You know?
And the fact that before y'all stepped up, I was saying the pendulum is swinging. The fact that they know they're on a decline is making them really like
Crashing out.
yeah, they wigging out.
Yeah.
Like even like I'm just saying, you know, real quick, you know, dude that
Yeah.
he this big, but this ain't the first time he walked past, but he
Yeah.
you know, it's not smart. Like say we was on that time, it wouldn't be smart to act how you acting. You know, we meant but they're going, like you said, they're on a decline, so they're wigging out. They're crashing out. Nothing's making sense anymore.
Plus the two birds.
Yeah.
Because they actually realize
Yeah,
they're not
so right.
they're not who they really thought they were to their
Yeah.
history. You gotta remember, they're not even telling their history no more. They're trying to hide it in the schools. They're trying to make it seem like Columbus was a good person, the presidents were good people,
Right.
the founding forefathers were good people. They're trying to basically wipe out their history.
And also trying to make it seem like they're physically mighty men. But the Lord made us the apple of his eye.
Yeah.
That's why we still, regardless of what we went through, we still made something out of nothing. We still here. You know, what they call it, baby kid. We don't die, we multiply. You know.
He gave Israel perseverance
Yeah,
to
right.
keep going and not be able to break.
Yep.
Because remember, the Lord said we were like the sand of the sea. You know.
Come on.
So we're not like no other nation. Remember, we have hope like no other nation. Why do we all, regardless of what Jake can go through, they have some type of hope.
Yeah.
There's other nations up. Other nations go through something, they either going to war or they're going to kill themselves.
Yeah, and I hope
top.
And I hope it's so strong as faith.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You
Yep.
know, now of course you got your 2/3 that don't have the faith, but what's up, men of the Lord?
But even they got hope.
Yes, they got hope.
The wrong thing.
Right, exactly. Okay. Yep. Like I'll say this. Jake got a zeal, not according to knowledge.
Go.
You know what I mean? All Jake got zeal.
But
You know,
regardless of Jake, you know, seeing Jake go through the runner, Jake still got that ambition.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna get back.
But yeah,
I'm gonna get back. Yeah.
You know, come on, man. You got feeling from up north. You know how they got.
Yeah.
They got that. Regardless what he good.
What you say? I'm gonna get it right back.
They got it.
I'm down right now, but I'm gonna get it back.
You know?
Yeah, that's a fact, though. Kind of.
You got it.
Oh, you got that one.
Yeah, I started with it. This is Romans.
Now, we'll say that. Both thing, hold up. Esau the end of the world.
Second Ezra 6 and 11.
And then you got it, y'all.
Uh,
You got it.
I just want to grab this real quick, just to prove a point y'all made about concerning hope and how only Israel has that. This is Second Ezra chapter 3, and I start at verse 31. It says, "I do not remember how this way may be left. Are they then of Babylon better than they of Zion? Or is there any other people that knoweth thee besides Israel? Or what generation have so believed thy covenants as Jacob?"
Think about it. If any other nation would have went through like what we have gone through, it won't be. Hamites couldn't have done, can't do what we went through. Ishmael can't handle what we done been through. Moab or Ammon, or what is it? Or Elam. These other nations have not, man, but we've been attacked, slaved, conquered, indoctrinated, drugged, chemically drugged, chemically poisoned with our study, manipulated, lied to, broken, conquered, deprived. All if you look at war, if you want to study war, look at what the so-called white man did to black Latinos and Spanish
Divided
and Native Americans.
Divided
and conquered. You know, come on, made us in war with each other, and then made you hate yourself and love your enemy.
Yeah.
How cold are you than that?
Yeah.
Make you hate yourself and love your enemy. The same man that destroyed you and conquered you, he made you eternally yourself internally and make you look. That's a bad motherfucker.
Made you feel they
he the man.
He the man.
Well, hold on. And on top of that, he did all that and made you build his kingdom up.
What? Hey, with a smile on his face.
And then after you built this kingdom, he told you was lazy. You ain't shit, yo. Come on, man.
They made you see
That's a devious ass person. Yo.
What's the nigga say now? Black fatigue.
Yeah, black fatigue.
This system, man. Now you got black fatigue.
But it's a beautiful thing though, because we can't give too much power to Esau, man. This is ultimately the Lord, man. That's why, we need to be fearing the one who gave this power to this devil too.
Job 24.
Deuteronomy.
I always say this, people, when we bring out Job 9:20, we gotta remember it says the earth was given.
I have fun with that.
You know, a lot of people think about, Esau on it, but did you get the first part? The earth was given. By who?
Exactly.
By the Heavenly Father. Right. You know what I mean?
One into those prophecies.
I raise my quick.
I got one too. But
Baruch 4 and 5, going to what brothers talking about. Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. Verse 6, ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High, Yahweh, to wrath.
So this like now we understand we have hope, we have ambition, we have drive, but you got to know what you're having hope and drive and ambition for. The right thing, as you said earlier. A lot of people have zeal, but not
according to knowledge. Right.
Our people still got zeal for wickedness, man. Zeal for this kingdom, this empire, man. The zeal to vote.
Right.
Niggas been voting up since slavery, man.
It's basically Jake know when something ain't right. It's something in their spirit to act towards it, but they don't lean onto Yahweh Shah. That's what it is. Like when something happens, Jake want to fuss. No, that shit ain't right. That shit ain't right. Just grab a post and a sign and they go bark you. You know that shit ain't doing nothing. They don't have a zeal for the Lord. You know what I mean? And back to Job 9:24, the earth was given. So if you have that understanding that the Lord blessed us with, we know marching ain't gonna do shit. Yelling and screaming out in front of the camera when somebody gets clapped, that ain't gonna do nothing.
Avoid it for the lesser evil.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. My grandma used to say that. That's what she. That's crazy. She would say, "Hey,
not too long ago.
I'm going for the something like that. The lesser evil, something like that. Yeah.
You got to go for the lesser.
Yeah. No, and that's them basically saying, yeah, we know both of them ain't shit.
Yeah.
But let's go for the one that's gonna put lesser pain on us.
But like both always go to, that Christianity really got our people into mingling with the society because they don't know. The prophecy even said, what is it, Isaiah 63, how Yahweh is going to come back and destroy Babylon.
Oh, Isaiah 66.
You got to remember, we were never taught about our power. We were never taught about redemption. We were taught we were one with the society. We had to pretty much to be with the society, within the society, you got to put forth effort to vote and do your all to change the society. No, this is not our rest.
Yeah.
Our power in our society is the kingdom of Yasharala, given to us by Yahweh Shah.
Oh no, I was gonna say, and that also goes to new speech, because now when you say nation, they thinking of America. So that's why you see a lot of Jake saying, "Oh, I'm American." This and that. We like we're all one. But when you go into the actual etym of what a nation is, it's totally contradicts what they say what a nation is now. You know what I mean? So yeah, they're indoctrinated by Babylon's philosophy. Basically.
You got it.
Yeah, and like everything that y'all saying, they got everything, but they just don't got it according to wisdom, you know. And wisdom, it says this is Proverbs 4:7 says, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all that getting, get understanding. And knowing what wisdom is, we understand and we know that in Proverbs 2:6 it says, for the Lord give a wisdom, and out of his mouth come of knowledge and understanding.
Yeah, like a lot of people went to that damn church. That's why you gotta understand. You know, everybody talking about generation, what is it, Generation Z, people buying in. Well, they're the product of the household.
Yep.
They're the product of church, Christianity, which was given to us, man.
There was no correction.
Yeah, it was lawless. Our people became lawless.
Yeah.
So you got to remember during the 90s, the late 80s, the 90s, and the early 2000s, that was a hard push for degeneracy amongst our people. Remember, our parents and our grandparents, those were the true diehard Christians, which they what allowed that foolishness from the 80s, late 80s, the 90s, and the early 2000s. The shaky, the Laffy Taffy, the grimy era, the drug pushing, you know? They allowed that shit in the name of what? Christianity and Jesus. You know?
Yeah.
They fell for the trickery. They fell for the snares and the traps given and pushed out there for Esau and Edom. You know?
Yeah.
Instead of pushing back, saying no, putting the foot down, we got nothing to do with this. Mold activity and all that. Our people gulp that down, you know?
Yep.
This, real quick. This is Isaiah 42 and verse 24. It says, who gave Jacob for a spoil and Israel to the robbers? Did not the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, he against whom we have sinned? For they will not walk in his ways, either way they obedient unto his law. Therefore he hath poured upon him the fury of his anger and strength of battle, and they have set him on fire round about. Yet he knew not, and it burned him, yet he laid it not to heart.
So you got to remember, this is why Jake, you see Jake the way they are now. Because instead of knowing and repenting, coming back, especially now, you know, what we're seeing is the complete attack from the so-called white man on our people and the complete lawlessness and stubbornness and rebelliousness of our people. This is why when you go much amongst your average Jakes, in the pudding, man. In the pudding. Old niggas, you know, young niggas, mid-sized niggas, man. They're all messed up, man. Our woman of our nation messed up, man. It's so bad now. You can't look at that little girl and say, yeah, she gonna be a whore. Yeah, she's already heading that direction. You can look at a little nigga, you be like, yeah, he's gonna be in the prison system. He's gonna be in that system. Why? Because this is the recompense of what lawlessness and rebelliousness have done to our people, the curses. Yeah. And remember, this was also an indicator of who the children was. Son.
No, but that's how you know it's divine event.
Yep.
We're the best people on planet Earth, everything. But yet we at the bottom. So it had to be a divine event. The devil could have taken us down with his own strength.
Totally, no. It was strategically done. Nothing was nothing that happened in this planet Earth from the past, present, and then going into the future. Nothing happened by coincidence. Right. It was all of the will of Yahweh.
And you can tell, you said that you go all the way from what, Maine to Texas, Seattle, Washington State to Florida. It's like a perfect type of. It's like a perfect style of this confusion that Esau was allowed to give to our people.
Oh, you're saying? I see what you're saying. It's a perfect blend of confusion.
We've been cut at for every angle of like getting our foot out of that hole.
Yeah,
it's a pit.
No matter where you go.
No matter where you go.
Because you know, Jake get tired of their life. They say, you know what, I'm out of here. and they'll move down south or they'll move across
somewhere
wherever.
Yeah.
But the struggle continues no matter where you go.
Like,
That's the scripture.
and then the only route Jake can really somewhat escape, sell out. You got to betray your own
You
people.
gotta be Kevin Hart.
You got to kiss. There you go.
Oh.
You got to be publicly humiliated. You got to fit that description.
Yo, they make you really. What the dude Chad said, these niggas be chimping out. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you know the whole thing with Kevin Hart, because the Edomite said that thing about what that died. George Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And Esau made Kevin Hart double down. We went to the radio station and doubled down. Clearly, like chimping out, you know, being a nigga, yo.
And they really never escape.
You
from
can't.
the so you still gonna have to be a slave.
So,
You gotta go on the prison.
Yeah, so yeah, you might got the big house, the big car. Like, he probably dying inside. Yo, he probably like, that gotta be insanity. You know what I mean? You can't be yourself. That your handlers telling you what to do 24/7.
Yeah.
Oh man, I stand with.
Yeah, stand with them.
Yeah.
Tiny.
Yeah.
Now you want to sue him.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Yeah, you want to sue him now.
They stole money. 120 million from them. They said allegedly.
He better quit while he
What's the scripture talking? Many of our people have pierced themselves with many sorrows, man. And that's what our people are realizing, man. You know,
You better quit while he
white men and agreeing with them.
dancing with the devil. Yeah, he dancing with the devil, yo.
All that shit, sucking and jobbing. It got you nothing.
That's what sinners was really about.
It got you nothing, man.
Yeah, trying to get Jake to dance with him.
You're worse than a nigga in the projects, man.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, at least a nigga in the project, if he ain't did nothing wrong, he could walk.
Right.
You know, he can walk. He can walk
Yeah.
with some spunk.
Yeah.
Once you sold out,
Shades on. Can't see their eyes.
high,
Yo.
ain't in his right mind. When you see the nigga in the interview, he's sitting all weird and funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
He don't. You can tell he want to say something, but no, he can't. He's handled, man.
And it's truth. You learn to look at people countenance. And the reason why I brought Kevin Hart up was, if you look at him on that what's that called, the Breakfast Club, you could look at his countenance and you could see the pressure on him. Like, it's like he want to say, yeah, this shit was fucked up, but he gotta keep tap dancing. You know what I mean? That shit.
They broke that nigga, man.
Yeah. But you can see his wills, like his wills is turning to the point where he want to fight, but he can't. So he's basically in submission, yo. You know,
Because they got a conscience.
like that's basically like a way of buck breaking, yo.
Yeah, come out of day.
You know what I mean?
Come out of day.
You know.
All what you're seeing is the old tactics that he sold to us.
Yeah.
We've been seeing it more Hollywood,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Yeah. Yep.
It's done a little bit more cleaner.
And Esau's so sick. They'll get rid of one of them, and fuck it, we'll swing another one in.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck. You was a piece on the chessboard.
Yeah, the punk.
We'll get rid of you and put another one in.
Yeah.
Now you got what the other streamer with Adrian Broner? You see that rolling in? You know what I mean? You see it. What's his name? Dean.
Brain or whatever.
Yeah, so they bring Adrian Broner because Adrian Broner was on his last leg. You can see the shift because it was Kevin Hart. What was the little young dude from the Consonant, and what's the fat nigga? Drewski. You know. So that was a wave.
Yep.
Now they up here now. You know, now the Drewski dude getting sponsors. Now you see the shift. Like you see the shift. Now they're coming up. You know what I mean? Esau don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck who you is. He'll kick your ass off the chessboard and bring another one in.
As long as you broadcasting degeneracy.
Right.
And
That's
as long as you're able to be used and abused, talk like and again, that's why when you look at really like a lot of these celebrities, like the old ones, I'm talking about all of them. They're not living too good, man. They're not doing good.
Yeah.
They're battling. They're struggling. You know? But again, Esau would tell you just make it look like you're doing good. But remember, it's a camera woman. When it says cut, going back to that's why you can go to the graduation, man. You ought to be to a graduation, man. Go to the graduation, everybody, They shot everybody name, you know, got some piece of paper. But then when that graduation over,
Back to reality.
80,000 in debt.
Yep. Back to reality.
Pay that debt off. Back to reality.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Damn, Esau is a
I got
fucking
I got a piece of paper.
motherfucker, yeah.
And I gotta pay $100,000 for a piece of.
Oh, did you see where the girl, Jake do too much. The girl did a big ass dance routine after she got her piece of paper, and then cause she took too much time on the stage, they took her diploma and said you didn't graduate.
Mm.
Yeah, he's terrible. Yeah,
That ain't even.
That's crazy, man. Nigga shit going on. Yeah,
but he could do it.
I mean, if you did all the if you got all the credits and you did the time, like,
Yeah.
I don't see how they do. I don't know how they're gonna get away with that.
Look what he got away with.
That's true.
That's you know, Jay gotta deal with that.
Yeah.
But I mean, the fact that they can even say some shit like that lets you know, it's the type of society we live in.
Yeah.
Because you gotta remember, see, Esau, that's another thing. Esau has gotten away, he's accused of our brother. We are fitting all the boxes that Esau painted us as. You go back to, you can put up this on ChatGPT. You got all types of derogatory that going back to Deuteronomy 20:37. You be a proverb, etc. In the slavery, he called us defense. He wasn't even defense of a human. You were lazy. You were nothing. You were stupid. You were dumb. All types of derogatory terms. Then go back a little bit fast forward, 1800s, 1900s. They still had these derogatory names on us. Even to this day. Remember, what was it? My man, Dr. Not
Oh, Jesse Jackson?
Nah, the other one. You following me?
Dr. Umar?
Nah, you know my man. On
The
Public
Muslim?
Enemy.
Oh, Chuck D?
Nah, the other one. You know, it's always
with the clock?
following me.
With the clock?
Nah, that's flavor. What's the other one?
I forget his name.
Damn, he's always talking in speeches. They can follow me.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I
Yeah,
can't
yeah, with the little nice hair. The little baby hair.
Griff. Professor Griff.
Professor Griff.
Yeah.
We should always basically bring out that how sorry. Man, that's like a reduction man. But my point is, my bad. You would have those type of guys that were always pretty much broadcast. And even the books, they always would broadcast how Esau would paint us in a box, the tropes, the code names, like had the black now the nonsense.
Yeah.
This was going on even in the 90s and the 80s.
Yeah.
She's mad, she's uncontrollable, she talks back, she's rebellious, she's a black man, he can't be trusted, he's a thief, he's a criminal. And then they had, this was the outlook. This is like, what is it, the early 1900s, that blackface.
Chucking a job.
You know, they always,
Yeah.
you know, they always made Jake look stupid.
Yeah.
And a buffoon. You had Step and Fetch It. You had all of these painted images and painted script that all of a sudden it's 2026. Niggas fit every cat. Niggas fit every box.
Right.
How did that happen? And then when you go back to the Constitution, now that they're trying to cut. Remember, during slavery, they made all these constitutions. Man's treated equal, such and such, such and such. But man, you got one on there said, unless they're criminals. And every nigga now, you fit the box as a criminal.
Well, that's how they transfer slavery. Go from slavery to being a criminal. They're going from overseer to officer. The paddy wagon.
Hey,
you know?
We fit the box.
Oh no, yeah, they fell into it.
YN.
Yeah, look at these rappers, yo.
Oh, that's back in when rap first started, it was consciousness. Now rap,
Self-destruction.
yeah.
Yeah, for itself. They said, hold on, y'all niggas getting together.
Even the
Let's
West
have a
Coast-
meeting.
Even the West Coast all started.
Yeah, but they remember the issues had a whole meeting in Cali, had a board meeting, said, look, we can't do this because they're gonna stand together.
Yeah.
They're gonna be unified.
Yep.
You know what? Let's get a group of
NWA.
dudes. And you know what? The sad part is they grabbed a whole bunch of dudes that was none of them was on the street niggas.
It's still like
Except
that.
for you know, he got a little.
Yeah, so
But they got a whole bunch of good kids that say fuck the police and be rambunctious. So look, trickle down, like you said, to 2026. Now look what we got. You know?
Yeah, and glorifies, being in prison and everything.
He was talking about straight out of Compton. He ain't from Compton. That nigga was from somewhere nice. You know?
And now you ain't black unless you've been locked up.
Come on, son.
Drugs.
Yeah.
Beat up your own people.
Yo, they respect you on how much time you did or how much criminal activity
They call
you
it
did.
street criminal.
Yeah, that shit's terrible.
That nigga in his shoes.
Esau put a movie out, Conan Tyrone, how he's showing you how he create these.
I love that movie.
YNs and everything.
I love that
These are
movie.
products of what he's creating, man.
And then Jake now again.
I'm sorry, just because he said that. And it shows you, remember what I said, you ain't shit, they'll kick you off the checkerboard. And who called Tyrone? Think about it. That dude that was in Atlanta. And then remember at the end of the movie, it was another one that held in Cali.
Yeah.
Same shit, man. They don't give a fuck about you. They'll make another you, yo. Straight up.
Jeremiah 2:33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways.
Yeah, because Jake wants to be validated. Man. He always wants to seek validation from his enemies or his oppressors and so on and so forth, instead of seeking validation from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Right? You won't trim your ways to seek to retain love from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but you want to trim your ways to seek love from your enemy. That doesn't make sense.
And your enemy wants you to be fleshy.
What's that called? My cognitive distance.
Not spiritual.
He wants you to be weak.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
The way Akia said.
Transform.
He said, like, we can get it.
I give it GNT.
Oh yeah, I like that.
GNT go
hard.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah, no, I get
Yeah, he GNT. You see, this is something the nation knew. Well, Esau, the nation knew about it, but Esau knows about it. That's why he knows the Bible. That's how he's able to do what? Keep us on a vibration that we're in. Jake is in a complete low vibration. And what Esau, the elites, the Amalek is doing, that's what the lady said, the problem with the black men in America. The reason why they have to put you in the box is so they can label you as criminals and then eventually say blacks and Latinos are the problem of America. We have to put them back in slavery. That's the goal. That's the goal. This new system, the infrastructure, the MOTV, this whole new MAGA, Make America Great, that don't have nothing to do with us, man. It never did. It never did.
Come on,
Can I get this?
Yep.
Spirit bar back up. This is Second Ezra chapter 3 back in 31. It says, I do not remember how this may be left. Are they then of Babylon better than they of Zion? Or is there any other people that know of thee besides Israel? Or what generation has so believed thy covenants as Jacob? And yet their reward appeareth not, and their labor have no fruit. For I have gone here and there, though the heathen, and I see that they flow in wealth, and think not upon thy commandments. Weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in balance, and theirs also, so that dwell in the world. And so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel. Or when was it that?
That's beautiful you say that, bro, because this is why it's an appeal thing to do wickedness. Because the heathens are thriving. Esau, the main culprit, is thriving in what? Stupid Hollywood, deceit, transformism. Everything bad, it seems like it's cool. What you said, not what's that called evil good? That's an imbalance. Since Esau been in power, and what the scripture said when the Antiochus came into power, great evil was multiplied.
Because Evans, he making a valid point. He's like, how the hell? And they get rewarded for their wickedness. Meanwhile, we're fighting. You know what I'm saying? And you catching, we getting the shitty end of the stage.
That's right. Just like now, you got those bastards in our land now. We still ain't heard of the names, man. We didn't hear about Yahweh Shem Shah, you know?
What's up, bro? They don't call them the name.
And then it says, continue on. It says, and so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel.
Or us, what you see right now.
Yep.
Now you're seeing the truth of the Bible being put out there, you know?
And it says, or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight? And what people have so kept thy commandments?
Yeah.
Thou shalt find that Israel by name have kept thy precepts, but not the heathen.
This world, America is Christian, right? Catholic, and all that. And when you go to the Bible, soon you pull out the Bible, law, statutes, commandment, it's a problem.
Yeah.
You know, we the only ones that even that brought these things out. We never heard a Christian talk about the law.
Yeah.
We never heard any denomination talk about the law, statutes, commandment. That's how if the so-called white man was so godly, that's how he would be ruling the world right now,
Right.
by the law, statutes, commandment. He calls himself the you. He said he's in the land of Israel now, but how it took our elders from GMS to bring forth these names and the brothers you see on out and about it now to hear the truth about the Bible now. Why? Because that prophecy going into effect. You're seeing the truth being flourished out here.
And then also too, by nature, we keep the laws by nature.
Yeah.
Now, we know our man is a wicked state of mind, but Jake know what they do, right and wrong. They know it's a spiritual thing.
We like our food well done.
We like our food well done. We know commit adultery or some shit.
Get circumcised.
Jake wasn't in the swinging.
Yep.
Jake ain't into cucking.
Yep. We went into tattoos back.
That
thing.
come on, man.
Yeah, later on.
Honestly, dreads was not. Dreads was not a part of our culture.
Yep.
I can attest to that because I was a kid. I had dreads. Who used to do? You cut that old that they go fake it, Bob Marley, Jamaican Boston. That was not a hot thing to Lil Wayne and them. Hell yeah, that rock star shit. Jake wasn't on that. We wasn't on that.
No, what's the big ass red boots? You know,
Even the level of cleanliness.
Come on.
Like, it's some dirty Jake, but after a while, he gonna get in the fucking.
But back in the day, if you was dirty and stinky,
You got
let your ass whooped.
That's what it was a mo.
back then.
Come on, man.
Some of us old enough to remember that.
Come on, Bill. It was things that we all, you so-called blacks, Latino, it was in us to keep and do.
Yeah.
We go around, we all had that saying, that's the white folk. That's the they do that shit. They do that shit.
Yeah, we ain't doing no.
Yeah, we ain't doing that. That's all. That's a false
Yeah, the powder and all that. When you was back in the day, you might have did whatever you did, but bring that book, there ain't no book to say.
That's what you gotta understand. Cocaine was the so-called white man's drug. That's his drug of choice.
Yeah.
That was the party.
Now he put it on Jake,
Yeah.
but naturally, what you're saying is, even in Jake's wickedness, you can see the difference between E and Jake.
Well, Esau put crack cocaine on our people.
Yeah,
He gave us a scientifically breakdown how to cook it.
because the top ain't know nothing about no chemistry.
Blacks ain't speak
In the
Spanish.
projects, in apartment 3E,
Yep.
he ain't know nothing
He
about.
didn't know how to get it.
Yeah.
To get it over here. He was the one.
But I'm just thinking about chemistry. Jake ain't even like going to school or paying attention. How the hell he know how to put?
Right.
You know what I mean? I ain't gonna get.
They feel chemistry, but know how to cook.
Yeah, right. You know how to make this rock.
Right.
No hard measurements.
Yeah. Ice.
Man, Jake's so wicked, man. You get Jake so no, you short, man. Put it on the scale.
Right,
yeah.
They know the math.
They know the math.
You know, about it grams.
And that has become our culture.
Yeah.
That's functionality.
Like
And that shit done fucked up our neighborhoods. And now and we still, the so-called white man did that to our communities and everywhere the place that was well, but we still got to beat the bad name of it. And they bought that shit up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we're the monsters.
Yeah, we're the monsters, the worst thing.
Yeah. Because you got to hear them conversations when Becky, she like Al Tariq, but Becky parents was like, leave that nigga alone. They're monsters. They're apes. They're goons. You know what I mean? They don't know good.
It's like that in every city.
Yeah.
Back in statement because we once had order and structure, and that goes all the way back to the garden. And that's why, like, when this devil came in, he came in through the woman. The woman was the beginning of sin because when he came in, he wanted to disrupt the order of things. And once you disrupt the order, because that's how we operated. And he did the same trick with the feminist thing and everything. He came in and he disrupted the order. Because like you were saying, Jake wasn't into all of this shit, man. That's why they were striving. So this devil said, you know what? We got to get to the root cause of these strong communities and everything. So, the root of it is strong families. Strong families build strong communities and everything. They didn't want us to continue to be great. They wanted us to make it as we were being oppressed just because we wasn't migrating, integrating with them.
Yeah.
And that was their way of coming in and disrupting us.
And Esau so smooth with it, he really got Christians thinking that a snake pulled up on you.
Right.
Like to this day, you got Christians really thinking a snake said, "Hey,
Right.
you don't need to eat this fruit, right?" You know what I mean?
And they
What
do
does
the apple
Eve
too.
do? Eve does look, Eve does the dirt and throws it off on
Yep.
somebody else. You know what I mean? So even in the garden,
That's-
you know what I mean? Like
Yep.
Characteristics of spirit.
Hello.
Man.
I got
To the fugitive.
You got it, bro.
Habakkuk 2:15. I'm gonna read the NLT. What sorrow awaits you who make your neighbors drunk? You force your cup on them so you can gloat over their shameful nakedness.
See? Look at them niggas. See? What they doing? Look. See? Look at them. Niggers.
Right.
And that's what the white
That's
supremacists.
how they be.
All you gotta do is go on social media, bro. And like it's like social media is now like a news outlet.
They
So
go to
many
that comment
times.
board. They
Hey, bro, you go to that comment board, you see all them eating like
Yep.
another
Exactly.
another nigga.
They love it.
oh my God.
When will it ever stop?
Don't ever stop.
They need to be controlled. You know?
Yeah.
You got one that bold one. Let's get rid of them.
Right.
Just we need real justice.
Right.
Come on. Yeah, lock them up.
But then but again, going back to that history, they wasn't taught that they're not taught the history. They were told they don't have to face it. That's why ultimately whites, the so-called white hope and white pride was pride over our people.
Yep.
That's all it was about.
Yep.
Other than that, they don't got nothing. That's why you look at them now, their little children. How the fuck, we was just saying that, how the fuck you had a 5-year head start? Now you look at your little kids now, they're dorks and dweebs. They following Jake.
Well, if I may, when you were speaking about MAGA, Make America Great, that's exactly what they mean. When they wear that red hat, when they say Make America Great Again, they're basically saying put these niggas back in chains
Yeah.
where we had sit back and chill.
Yeah, they had to do nothing.
Yeah, that's what.
But that goes back to your point, though, not to cut you off, about how he's crashing out. He knows his time is short, is because talking about the average Edomite, they see that we're passing them up.
Yeah.
The curses are on them, so they're panicking.
The pendulum
And then
is
you
swinging.
see that they're what do you call it? They're these false flags and all that stuff they're doing, they don't have as much effect
Right.
as they used to. Then
Yeah.
they also being told or being reminded that they're Edomites.
Well, shit.
All that stuff was a secret.
the devil.
Yeah, you're sure the devil.
This is just me speaking as a man. When the C-19 jumped off, and they was treating Esau how they treat everybody else. Hey, you come to the store. Hey, where's your mask?
Right.
You see how they were like,
Yeah.
fuck, I need a mask for. You know what I mean? They crashed out. Then you see, they were like, hold up, you're treating me.
Yep.
When the police was running down on them, you're treating me like I'm black.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They felt that pain.
Yep.
So they like, hold on, we gotta do something
What they
about
saying
that.
now? I'm working like a nigger.
Yeah.
I heard that in my own mouth. I mean, I heard it
Oh,
my
yeah.
own ears, man.
Yeah.
Can I bring one more in? Oh, you got.
Well, just because we're on it, I just wanted to bring Revelation 12.
Hold that up about Ike too.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I just because we're on this right now. Revelation 12:12, it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them." It says, "Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you."
He willing to destroy
Yep.
even his own. Try to destroy us. Man.
Come on,
Try
man.
to set up that system to put us back into that hardcore bondage.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, it says, "Having great wrath,
Yep.
because he knoweth that he had but a short time."
And carnally, if I could say, he measured times that, the average kingdom lasts 250 years. Well, he's at his 250th year.
Isn't that ironic? They're celebrating that.
They're celebrating that, but yeah, exactly, this year. But in the back of their mind, they at least know, like, shit, we see what that means for us.
Yeah.
Then on top of that, they're weary in their multitudes. All these meetings they got to go to push out different, as Apostle Tara brought out, polycrises. It's not working as effective.
And they're seeing stuff we not seeing.
Yeah.
Well, no, you,
Exactly. Especially the UFO sightings.
and even with the so C-19, a lot of Jake woke up to that. They feel stupid for falling into taking the jump and believing all that shit. So now they trying to come with this new joint.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot of Jake like,
Yep.
Here we go again.
Right.
He can't
You
come.
know?
It's like he can't come with deception anymore. He got
Oh,
to
there we go.
he got to show his horn.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
got to show who he
Yep.
truly. He got to
take
like
it off.
he was a serpent in the garden. Now he was that serpent in the garden. Now he has grown into the full-blown dragon, and now he about to show forth his power. And anyone that trusts it, they gonna get burned.
Yep.
Whoever put in your charge that was bit by the serpent.
There was power in secrecy. When they didn't,
Hell
when
yeah.
the world didn't know he was an Edomite, he was an Edomite. It was good because he could put out all these different things. But now that the world, and that's through the mouth of the prophets that the Lord has set up.
Esau can talk.
Turn the lights on it.
Hey, listen, Rob. This is how Esau talk. I talk to other people.
Yeah. Pop it. Yeah.
He uses everybody to push an agenda. See, but that lets you know that that nigga whack.
Yeah.
Because when we get our kingdom, we ain't gonna get no damn secrecy, man. We ain't
Yeah.
we know how.
But we talk about his blessing. Blessing is faulty. It has what's the word? It has issues. It has it's not a perfect blessing like ours is.
Defect.
You know, Lord just gave here, nigga. Here's a sword.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you a time to rule. But there's what do you call it? Defects.
Well, he gave Esau the fatness of the earth, but he didn't give him destruction. So laws. When we get the earth, what did it say? The laws will be in our inward part, so we ain't gotta worry about nothing. Yeah, you know what I mean? Come on, man.
Yeah, Esau gets set up. What is this?
Hey, you give him a blessing. That's
Fuck it up.
Take this.
I'm gonna fuck it up.
Whatever it is, right?
What is it? Fuck it up.
I can show you how
Yeah.
I can show you how to fuck this up.
Yeah.
But that shows that he is the wicked, though. You know, the Lord created him to be the perfect wicked that he is.
Did a damn good
Yeah,
job.
Jacob look at
He made everything worse, though.
Yeah,
Man,
man.
it's the wicked.
He made
The music is terrible. Music is terrible.
Yeah.
For the brothers that like sports is as
Oh, man.
this shit is theatrical now. You already know. Hey, you gotta say that.
Everything enjoyable was terrible now.
Everything that you loved was food is trash. Everything. You never. What did he
Lines of the women is terrible.
Terrible, bro.
No. Not just the lines. The physical everything is bad.
It goes to their mind, but their mind ain't right. Of course,
Yeah,
physically,
starts at the head.
yeah.
Starts at the head. That's right. Yep.
That's why people just they're willing to crash out. They willing to. I think I'm about to do it, y'all.
Hey, and that's what this devil want, man. He want everybody to crash out.
Right.
And they like, make sure you put it on screen.
Right.
Yeah.
Remember, he still want this depopulation.
Yep. He gonna get it. He gonna get it. But ultimately, it's all the works of the Lord.
That's a
because
fact.
it's the Lord that's
Yeah.
visiting these people, putting them to their wicked point. Esau is going to. Hey, the lower level Edomites, they're going to get their dirt because of Deuteronomy 30 and 7. But ultimately, our people going to get got too. You know,
That's right.
they're going to get judged because what you didn't believe is the truth. You wanted to be. Hey, Scripture talks about trust not that enemy. You had
Yeah, I got it. You gotta bring something right quick or no? Okay. The book of Judah, chapter 5, verse 1, GNT. When Holofernes, the Assyrian general, heard that the Israelites had prepared for war, blocked the mountain passes, fortified the mountaintops, and set up roadblocks in the plains, he boiled over with anger. He called together all the Moabite
because that's a bullet. You got it.
Yeah, because he extended us out. Like, man, y'all got, and that's how it's gonna be in the kingdom, man. You know, we're gonna fortify our kingdom, right? And all you other, you ain't gonna get in the temple. You ain't getting none of this, man. You ain't entering in the 12 gates, man.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be fortified.
Yep.
You know, so they're gonna actually look up to us.
Yep. That's right.
That's like when he was Haman and wanted us to look up to him.
Yeah. Once bow down.
Yeah. The vocab.
Haman.
It said he boiled over with anger. He called together all the Moabite rulers and all the Ammonite generals.
And that's an Edomite. That's that's a spirit of an Edomite right there. You know, get these niggas. So hold on, they don't bow down to me.
Yep.
Yo, go to court. Go to court.
And not stand there.
Hell yeah. What?
When the jury comes in, all rise.
He ain't think about nobody else. He gonna look. Don't talk with what court politics.
Right.
I don't know the court politics, so I saw. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck. I told you about that. I'm like,
Yeah, you told me about that.
I don't know court politics. I don't know how the way y'all talk.
Oh, that terminology.
Yeah, all that.
Oh, motherfucker, speak. Simplify what you just said.
You understand what I said?
No. Well,
What are you talking
That's how
about?
they get you too. They get you.
no. I like. Could you repeat it again?
Yeah.
They get frustrated because they really don't know what it means.
Right,
They
they
just
don't.
being told to
Right.
tell you what need to be said.
But that's why it's good to have a lawyer, because a
Gotta
lot
have
of
a
times
lawyer.
the judges don't really be doing a lot of stuff. The lawyer is teaching him on the spot a lot of times, so their client can win the case.
You wanna know how this world don't know shit? Go to DMV.
Yep.
Them people out there, they don't know what you're talking. They don't know.
Right.
They don't even know what the fuck they doing. You got it.
It reads on. It says, Judah 5:2, reading on, all the Ammonite generals and all the governors of the region along the Mediterranean coast, and said to them, you live in Canaan. So tell me about the people who live in these mountains. Which cities do they occupy? How large is their army? What is the source of their power and strength? What do they call that when the military does a what do you call it, scouting report? What's the proper military term for that?
Bring it back.
Yeah, that is pretty much intel.
Intel. Okay.
Yeah.
So they get an intel on Israel before they go to.
And they actually have specific jobs called intel
Yep.
for people to actually look into and search or spy organizations so they can get the proper intel they need to report it back to their chain of command.
Got you. It says, who is the king who leads their army?
Don't.
Verse 4. Why have they alone of all the people in the west refused to come out and surrender to
So
them?
that let you know they was shaking kingdoms.
Yeah.
That let you know. I know you are.
Yep.
Reverence.
Uh-huh. It
Say,
says,
imagine a country doing that now to America. Well, shit, we got the proof in the pudding. Cuba did it. What happened? Haiti did it. What happened? Iran did it.
Yep.
Look what happened.
Yep.
North Korea doing it. Look what happened. All them other nations did it. And look what happened to them.
Yep.
All of a sudden, miraculously, they come up dead. Oh, they're terrorists, man. You got it?
Verse 5. Then Achor, the leader of the Ammonites, answered Holofernes, sir, if you will please be so kind as to listen to me, I will tell you the truth about these people who live in the mountains near your camp.
He knew that was a man.
Right.
He said, look at what you just said. It.
Right. If I may speak, right? It says, I will not lie to you. These people are the descendants of some Babylonians who abandoned the ways of their ancestors.
And he took it back even for Abraham. So they knew the history. They knew our history, man. They knew our history. You don't think this so white man know our history? That's how he's able to do what? He knew we were Esau know what idol worship.
Idol worship, yep. Referred to as Babylonians.
Yeah.
It says, who abandoned the ways of their ancestors in order to worship the power of heaven. Finally, they were driven out of their land because they refused to worship their ancestors' gods. Then they fled to Mesopotamia, where they settled and lived for a long time.
So what Esau did say, I can make these niggas not mention no names, cut off the name of Israel. We're going to take our identity. We're going to call them black and Latino, brown, Hispanics, Spanish people.
Yep.
We're going to give them a culture, death.
Yep. Each one get their own flag, they get their own city, their own type of style, their own music and food, right?
Own leaders.
And they still got to pay taxes.
Yep. You got to give it to these heathen nations, though. They know our history. They know we're their enemies, but our people don't consider. They don't know who they are. And they don't know they have enemies.
But let's get to say that limitations you know about their way.
Yep. The Moni. Yep.
These nations know who we are. That's why, again, going back to what the brother was saying. When we get our kingdom, no mercy on them. They got no mercy on us.
Remember you was talking about
Counts.
Sloppy. Remember you was talking about Professor Griff?
Yep.
You remember when he, with these so-called righteous leaders, they pop out from time to time. Remember, he the reason why Nick Cannon got slapped on the wrist.
Yep.
Because he went on the show.
Yeah.
And Nick Cannon was asking questions like, they don't want us to tell them who we are. And Professor Griff was like, nah, they know who we are. They don't want you to know who we are.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yep. Yeah.
So these other nations they know we the Israelites. They know it.
Yeah.
But he did such a good majestic type hold on our brains back to Group Tyrone yeah, there's sprinkles of us who know we are, but as a whole, nah, I'm a nigga. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm a pyro. You know what I mean? I'm a super read. You know?
White ass nigga.
Yeah.
He's like a nigga blood.
Yeah, I ain't know it. It's like I'm a nigga.
Yeah.
My grandmama was a nigga.
Yeah.
You know?
He falling off now too.
He falling off.
Yeah, he get whatever bag he can get now, you know.
You saw he was with all these niggas for his purpose.
Yeah. Drag them through, stretch them out there.
Yep.
Then they ain't got nothing else.
And they get a little tree, and that's it.
Yep.
You ain't got no more motion, on to the next one. You know what I mean?
But that going back to what I earlier. If you don't have the order, structure, and control, you're just gonna burn yourself out. That's the Edomite spirit, man. Like we just had made an example. Give Esau something. What the fuck is this? I don't know what to do with this. I'm gonna just destroy it. That's Jake because it had the spirit of Edomite.
Yeah.
Because Esau wants you to have his spirit.
Yeah.
Jake is the caveman. That's why when niggas get together, I was riding through Petersburg, get some food last night. Niggas is wild benches, man. They have become cave people.
Yeah.
They have become Edomites, man. Glad they busted up glass in the bottom, bitches, all the niggas all out. Cars coming, nigga, doors open, they in the stomach.
Hey.
I got beef. I'm like, what's wrong with these niggas?
That's crazy because I was just telling my family, and you know me for a while. We used to like to, go, yo, ain't nothing like me going home.
Yeah, bro.
Like
Same
that.
here.
Ain't nothing like that feeling, yo. Like you want to kind of, all right, ain't nothing like, yo, I'm about to go home, yo, and you can do it,
I chill on the porch.
You already know. So I said, put the music on. Hey,
Yeah, I can play the music I don't want to listen to.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
real good.
if I don't feel like hearing, turn the club up.
Not
Turn the club
No,
up.
that's not it. That was the preview to 3-6.
Yeah.
What's the new shit now? NBA Youngboy.
What's that bitch? Booty on Brown.
See, I can't.
Take you through there.
But basically, what I'm saying is, this world is so, because you could go out with good intentions.
Yeah.
That don't mean that.
That shit going left.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And remember, Apostle Ramla about 6 months ago said, "Hey, stop going out late at night, yo." And now you know how to see. You can see it.
That was ahead of time.
You can't tell us that our elders and apostles ain't got wisdom, man.
Right.
And then, some of us ain't like the God. We like, damn, we can't. But now
You see it.
you see it. You
They
like
lived through it. They lived through it too.
fucking niggas, yo. You like, I'm telling you, I might pop out, and then when I do, I'll be like,
You see why, like, man, let me
take my ass home.
Well, that's like what we talked about earlier about like even the sports has changed. Now,
Man.
if you come from the Tracy McGrady, Steve Francis,
Yeah,
Jermaine
that shit was
Tim Duncan,
that was good shit.
You know,
Yeah, that was good shit.
what? Ray Allen,
Yeah, come on.
Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah,
That's before they had the dress code. They implemented during that time. It was on some other shit.
Bubba Chuck,
Even Jordan era.
Yo.
AI.
Pippen.
Yeah,
If you watch Iverson, Gary Payton,
yeah.
JC, if you come from that era,
And then watch this shit.
I'm like, I can't watch this shit.
Yo, I can't respect these niggas is wearing sports bras.
Man, that's crazy.
You seen it, right?
Oh, they paint their fingernails. They
Yeah.
paint their fingernails, man. That shit
Like
wild.
they taking the fun out of the game. They ain't even looking to make the shot. They falling out.
It might be
They
magnet.
get a call.
But it might be a magnet in them balls too, man.
Yeah, who knows, man?
Elon Musk
He saw them put his hands on so much shit.
Elon Musk said something about in 2028, we're gonna be able to download your favorite player, basketball player, memory. You'll be able to shoot jump shots, some shit like that.
Man.
So it just like, so you telling me I think you can download something now? So it ain't even about work. That's
No
the nature.
authenticity.
It's bullshit, man.
Nature.
No,
So
that is the matrix.
A
Yeah,
loser-
son, brothers.
a loser
Yup.
can become great, man.
Shit, well, that's
I don't
streaming now. Hey, look at streaming.
A 19-year-old. This nigga 19-year-old trying to tell you something.
Making this.
Well,
You ain't even left the house.
But look at and I'm seriously.
You got it, bro.
Spocky, bro. Streaming made this my analogy. It made it cool for the nerds to sit at the pool table.
Hell yeah. Could they ease him something? Right?
Now you got like what's the dude name? Academics. He's clearly a geek,
Yeah.
but he got so much like. Now he's screaming. I'm big.
Yeah.
And he's screaming at grown men that you know damn well. You know what I mean by the pool table. If he was in high school, you know, he might like a nerd. You might like a nerd. Hey, yo, he cool. He all right. Come sit down for a minute. The nerd be happy to sit at the cool table, but he would never get out of pocket against the cool kids because he might get a swirly. Or, in the toilet, you know,
a nuggie or
or the wedgie, you know what I'm saying? You know, the swirly, they put your head in the toilet. You know what I mean? But now, because of this digital shit, it made the nerds feel like they
not because they behind the keyboard, man. It still wouldn't be that way in person with the, you know.
Yeah, so what I'm basically just saying, all this shit, there's no authenticity, and this is what E wants it.
Yep, he wants it all inclusive. Sorry,
No, you got it.
he wants it all inclusive. It's a new world order. As long as you believe in his system and you bow down to his system.
Come on.
But if you don't, you're gonna be ostracized, which is us. We don't support this shit.
All them niggas gonna take that MOT.
Oh yeah.
All them niggas gonna take it because they got a taste of being cool.
Yep, you gotta.
I'm the man.
Yep.
Oh, all I gotta do is take.
Yep.
No, I love the game.
Love the game.
It's love the game.
He said, yo, if I leave, the fans say love me. Yeah. Yeah.
Got the string, keyboard,
You be all right.
Yep.
camera.
Yeah, man.
It's a complete different mindset with these people now. Like they just don't care. It's like it's no honor.
No,
It's no honor among things.
They out there with
no integrity.
Yeah.
No, and hold on. A lot of, at one point that we was heavy on that in GMS.
Give me
We big on integrity. We big on
Slocky. Where thieves and moths go up.
Oh yeah.
Don't store
your treasures. Yeah. That's Matthew.
7.
This is all Babylon, bro. There's no honor amongst thieves.
And you know, there's no more integrity. There's no more working hard for you. Remember, you worked hard for something. You held it precious because I earned this. I worked for this. Now it ain't none of that no more, yeah.
Esau, that's what Esau did. Now he pretty much made actually working hard for something and obtaining something, and that's what Esau would do. He'll give a little lame jerk pump, quick gratification. But that's what Esau does. They off throw everything.
Well,
so now your grandfather don't get it. It's men.
It's not being a man.
Patriarchy.
Yeah.
Because remember, even back when Willie Lynch said, I don't want the old to be cool with the young. I want the young to be cool with the old. Once you break that up, it's over.
Yeah.
Once you break the union of men, it's over.
Yeah.
Because back now, they get this little young nigga. There it is, a man that do respect. You know, back in the day, you want no internet. If I didn't have family in Jersey, New York, I don't know what the fuck going on in New York, Jersey.
So now you got the YNs, the OGs, they separate.
Now you got a nigga.
Yeah.
Now you got. That's how it is. Now you got all right. You have somebody from California talking to politics of Puerto Rico. I mean, you ain't never been there. How you fucking know anything about
You ain't been there.
Been there.
Yeah.
That's like a dude from Washington State talking to politics in Jamaica. You ain't never been there. So basically, he ain't never picked. You never. See, you had to go get your hands dirty back in the day. You had to go there, get cool with the people.
Bump shoulders.
This who I am.
Yeah.
The character was tested.
Yeah.
You would see you were trustworthy.
Yep.
And all of that. Now some more young punk come in now and say, that's like today. You got these young Jakes put on a garment. Oh, I'm better than the elder. Yeah, he all stuff with me now.
Ain't been battle tested.
And the elder been laboring for 40 years.
Yeah, come on, man.
Who are you? So the Lord gonna skip 40 years
Yeah.
and give you some type of divine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then when you see the intro, he.
And now,
Man, get the fuck out of here.
That's like
You
the
know?
small.
starting at
Hey.
guard.
Come on, man.
That's like the owner of Pepsi not selling Pepsi no more. He gonna choose a whole nother drink. Nigga, Pepsi been out for 30. You know what I'm saying? Been sales and everything. Now they're gonna switch it up at the end. Get the fuck out of here.
Nah. But that's a society.
Gonna fix it.
But that's a society we live in. It's all broken up. And it never. Hey, she was said Babylon could be ill, but she can't.
Yeah.
Forsake Babylon, she cannot be ill. But this is Esau. Lord gave Esau a kingdom. He said, "What is this? This is a kingdom man here. What is this? I don't." Just fuck
Bro,
out.
what the scripture say, multiple evils.
There you go.
So if multiple,
Like-
you got one evil, you got two evil.
Yep.
Multiple is plural, and they just scattered out.
What did the Lord give Adam? Commandments how to till the earth,
Come on.
take care of the earth. Lord gave Esau a blessing, the fatness,
Fatness. You can
with no instruction
no,
behind
no direction, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, he like the Tasmanian devil. Remember the cartoon?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
That's
Esau. You know, he fucking shit up.
it.
Catch his breath for a second and tear shit up again. You know?
Go to sleep real quick.
Yeah.
Pick up a bottle of drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Troy, you got your precept you called for, right? You want that?
You got Matthew 6 and verse 19. It says, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth."
We're letting the world know, man, Esau's a thief. He's a devil. He's fucked this world up. Man, he's trying to blame our people.
What's that in Lamentations? The great gatherers will need no more.
Yeah,
Or,
yeah.
to paraphrase, you take all. You know.
And going back to James the 5th chapter, you know? Because what? Esau's a rich man. You know, defrauded everything. He held up. He's holding everything back. He's trying to make it seem like he's this old, great, godly, spiritual nation. But you a damn devil, man. I always say this, the average so-called white man, the reason why he's tolerating our people is because he really does believe he's better than us. He has no other history. What is the so white man history prior to America, Greek, and the Romans? What other history does he have?
Yep.
For the caveman, degeneracy.
Like I said, it's all about the Heavenly Father because He gave you the fatness of the earth. So, but the Heavenly Father also said, "The pride of thine heart had deceived you. You ain't shit."
He gave Esau a sword and fatness of the earth.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
go wild, go buck, go buck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I with this.
You know, they put us.
Fuck.
Look, they put the games on us. They put all this negativity. But who really started this shit?
Yeah.
But think about the games in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody see that one?
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
It's a real
I hope
thing.
people realize you had people from Dutch, Englishmen.
Well, look at NATO.
Come on, man.
Look at
These niggas like war.
look at that.
World War One.
Matter of fact, all you gotta do is go to ChatGPT to look at all the wars America had. Bro, it was never a cease.
Yeah, we never.
We
always
never
been fighting
cease.
each other. Yep.
Bro, war. Then it'll even show you in South America was war,
Yep.
Central America was war, in the islands it was war, in the Middle East was war.
It's a whole bunch of
Soviet-
bloodshed.
Soviet, NATO.
Yeah.
It's like, goddamn, all this man up. What else?
Blow it up.
Sword.
Right. But thinking the brain mentality.
Hey,
It's hard to thinking the brain.
Yeah.
Destroy everything.
What we gonna do tomorrow, baby?
We want to civilize destruction and division, man. You know?
He comes over to new so-called discovered land. What is this?
Set up a
Destroy it.
set up a factory. Set up a gas.
Yeah.
Big oil over here. Destroy that place. Set
You
up
gotta be a real wicked motherfucker to come to somebody's land. They bring you in,
Yep.
show you how to live, eat, feed you,
Yep.
this and that, and then you just say,
Time to use my sword.
"Let's kill you." You know?
That's why he still can't destroy.
You know what I mean? Like,
And when he discovered it, it was great civilizations. So Esau would have it. Esau wants you to believe that he made America.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
When you look at these places, it was already how you say built up civilization. It was already civilized.
oh
The
shit.
great aqueducts in Guatemala,
Mhm.
the great civilization that was that was built by the Mayans and the Incas, man.
Yep.
They said that their aqueducts was way surpassed the sewer system they got today in America, man.
Even America itself is a paradise.
Yeah.
You could drink out of the streams here.
Mm.
They had a land Sabbath here. The guy, that's how you know they're Israelites. They have a land Sabbath.
Yep, the Lord has set on many waters.
Well, you know, now, of course, we know, but a lot of Jake with the streaming stuff, they're realizing that even with slavery, 'cause when we was brought up in school, we was taught that Esau created all these inventions.
Right.
90% of the inventions that we use, we find out that Jake
did.
99% of
We
it.
was doing all that.
Yeah, and Judah.
That's what I'm saying, Jake. I'm saying Jake.
Yeah.
Jake created this shit.
But then you gotta ask, how could he have created it if he wasn't even the one that was physically doing the work?
Yeah.
The ones who physically
Yeah,
doing the work, they're gonna
right.
find
Yeah,
ways to
because
make
this shit is
it
brutal,
more-
labor, right?
more efficient.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
If this shit is, if this is my life, and this shit is difficult, I'm gonna find ways to cut corners. You know what I mean? I'm gonna cut corners.
Right.
Even with the spirits, what they call Uncle Nearest.
Yup.
Shit. Oh man, I need something to soothe this shit. They ain't a good hooch. Esau said, "Oh, what's that?
And all that.
Here, boss, try some of that."
Yup.
Oh, I'm gonna pay this. You know what I mean? Esau,
No.
yo, he takes everything.
Stop saying, good job, nigga.
Yeah. Matt, what was that whiskey? What was that whiskey? Now, there's
Adam.
Jack?
Jack Daniel.
Jack.
Thank you.
That's it.
Oh, this is it. Jack Daniel. He took his invention
Yup.
and it took fucking way after
They give it back.
Maris died, his family finally getting the benefit of it. You know what I mean? Now it's called Uncle Nearest. But I'm just using that as an example. He will watch you make something, say, "Oh, that's good," and then go to the town meeting or whatever. Look what I came up with.
Look at this great invention
Yeah, come on, man.
that I created.
And it's been going on forever though.
Hell yeah.
Forever.
Yup.
Forever. Oh, yo, I was thinking,
Well, people
they gave James Naismith, the creator of basketball, the game. I know he's seen some Jake somewhere doing some shit. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Or he could have been. This ain't a small head, but some of them are Jakes. Like the Wright brothers. Like the Wright brothers, they probably either they were the plane down in Carolina. They probably either were Jakes or they probably stole the idea from Jakes. I got a scripture I want to bring out right quick just to prove what I just said. It says Jeremiah 10:16. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things.
Come on.
Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
Come
The
on.
Lord of hosts is his name. Yeah, Jake is the one that created everything. So I wouldn't be surprised that Jake was behind the plane. It might be. I think
It makes
one of
sense.
the brothers.
You said the Wright brothers?
The Wright brothers.
Yeah, but they actually had the Wright brothers for World War. I think it's either 1 or 2. Yeah, 1. That's when they brought the dog. That was actually Jake. They were actually black men.
Oh, they were.
Yeah.
But the Wright brothers were at it.
Yeah, I remember seeing the pictures of them.
Oh, yeah, hey,
It's actually black.
Job 1:24.
That's where you get the whole thing.
He cover up the faces of the judges thereof.
Red tails.
Yeah, the red tail.
You
Yep.
know Red
Yep.
Tail? That was kind of like a depiction of what I'm saying.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
this is common knowledge. A lot of Jakes knew back in the day. But the fact that, it's strange, I was just thinking about that. If slavery wasn't taught how to read, you were made to be dumb. And not, if you knew how to read, you had to hide it.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that how ironic back in our parents' time? That was like a gift to learn how to read. That was like a common thing for Jake to learn how to read.
Yep.
How in the hell in this new generation half of these kids don't know how to read? So
Research.
again, going back to that picture going to earlier, in slavery you couldn't read. They didn't want you to read. In 6, they don't want you to read. They don't want you to know.
Make America great again.
Great. They want your black ass. They want your black asses back in slavery.
Remember the movie Life?
Yeah.
Martin and Eddie came from New York. So they had, all the slaves had men. Hold on, none of y'all niggas know how to read?
Yeah.
I don't know how to read. That's real though. Think about that, yo.
Yeah.
Not one of them throughout. And now, like you said, fast forward it now. They want niggas dumbed down.
They don't know how to read.
Come on.
These don't know how to talk.
Yo, they took cursive out of the fucking.
I'm from writing cursive.
Yeah, these kids don't know how to write in
They
cursive.
don't know what that is.
You see how
They
they
might say, "What's that? Cuss word?"
right? You see how they do math?
Oh, yeah, they do that.
What the fuck?
It's weird shit.
Yo, no, I'm serious. So I my daughter is a graduate. Watch her how she.
Yep.
Fuck is that? How you gonna remember this shit? Nah.
It's less brain capacity got used in calculating. Back then we had to use our brain.
Yeah.
We didn't have no calculator back then. I mean, they eventually came with scientific calculator, but
Sometimes
you couldn't use it on a test.
yeah, you couldn't. Hell no.
Now she doing like calculator.
I was in work school.
Straight how we got it.
Hell yeah.
Breakdown.
Yeah. You have to show your work. Yeah. Show your work. Yo. Show me your work. You didn't. You know. You ain't show your work. They knew what's up.
Right. And you know, like the answer for like one question is like a whole page, man. You got the whole
That's that long,
Yeah.
I think of that.
Long division.
You know, bunch of eraser marks on your paper.
Yeah.
You got to figure out how you got the X.
all of it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was
I ain't
doing,
gonna lie,
man.
that shit though.
Nah, that's what I was doing, man.
I was.
They
You gotta know the
when they put the alphabet in the man.
Hey,
Yeah,
yo,
I like that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, when they do that algebra, I said,
Nah, I'm cool.
I got the basics.
Yeah,
I can't do that.
I'm
I'm like, why are we mixing letters with letters?
Yeah, say again.
Algebra is supposed to be unknown, leave it unknown.
There we go. All right, man. Leave it unknown. That's right.
I got free guys about me. Second Ezra 14 and 16, 20 to 17. For yes, greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. Verse 17, for look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils
But
increase.
for Esau trying to destroy us so bad, he's even got to the old people.
Yeah.
Man. Look at them now.
Yeah.
They got 500 head start, and then look at them. Look at the Edomites now.
Mm-hmm.
They're losers. They're crybabies.
Yeah. Soft.
What's
Soft as hell.
Yeah.
Punks. They're everything, man. Come on.
up? Basketball.
Yeah, they're losers, man. The men are completely weak. That's why, hey, a lot of their women is one J.
Right. Even though they made all the nations weaker, we're still stronger than theirs.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
we've been weakened and broken down, but we're still stronger than these other nations.
Look at the Olympics. The Olympics show you on a wide scale.
Yeah.
Jake is consuming all this bullshit in America. It's like he's from all them other nations, man. Busting their ass, man. Got it.
It says, for look, verse 17, for look how much the world shall be wicked through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein.
I wonder what that would look like in ChatGPT. Let's see
What do y'all say?
how would that verse look like today's time? Because, you know, you can clearly see, you know, women don't want to be women.
At all.
Men don't want to be men. Parents don't want to be parents.
Nah, women don't want to be
Grandparents
women.
don't want to be grandparents. Don't nobody want to be what they were created to be.
Grandma want to be moms. Meaning,
No, they don't want to be mom.
no. What I'm saying, well, she want to be her daughter, so she could go out and hang out. That's what I meant by that. She want to still be young,
Hot girl summer.
right? Grandmoms want to be in the club.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
because
saying?
isn't that ironic? But these old grandmas going lately. Why she hot? She hot.
They be fucking with the white ends.
Yeah, this is my. That's basically what I'm saying. You're right. You know that they don't want to be mothers, but they want to be their child. They want to live.
You good? Bring it up.
Yeah, they call them the 304.
Yeah.
I put in, like bro said, how would second Ezra 14 and 17 look today? It references the scripture. It says, today this verse is frequently discussed as a prophetic description of modern societal exhaustion.
Going into a 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter.
Oh yeah,
In the last days,
there shall be.
yeah, you know, we're living through it because of what? Because Esau's bullshit. This nigga don't know how to rule the earth, and he's ruling in secrecy and satanically, man. He's going to 2 Thessalonians 2nd chapter. He's trying to blot out the heavenly Father. He gave him the
They
earth
make him God,
and make him say, "I did all this."
and you gonna bow down.
Yeah,
And you know what that bow down is? It's taking that
yeah.
that thing.
Ultimately going back to that.
You gonna take his mark, or you gonna take the mark of exemption?
Going,
You know what I mean?
That was all it's good.
yep, going into
Chicken worship.
yep. Because when you go to every infrastructure, every even that rule, eventually got too big for their britches.
Mhm.
What do they want you to do? Bow down.
Bow down.
You got it, bro.
It says, prophetic description of modern societal exhaustion, global anxiety, and the rapid spread of falsehoods. It says, in a modern context, diverse themes manifest as global anxieties. The weakness of the world often translate to present day concerns like it's going to say climate,
But it is fucked up.
Yep, degradation, and that's
You
like
can't grow nothing out here now.
Mhm.
The weather's fucked up. Everything's fucked up.
Yo, everything's fucked up, yo.
Yeah, so you can't grow
You
nothing.
can't grow nothing.
And then if you do get it, it's nutrition.
Yo, you know,
Water bad.
I be going plants now and shit, and some of them
Hey,
just
bro.
die out. I'm like, I ain't do nothing wrong. I'm watering, watering it, letting it drain out, and then like 3 days later, you start seeing them. Yo, like, damn.
You know what's crazy?
Going out.
You know what's crazy? Even when you get the joint up and running, now you gotta like guard it like you guarding your daughter.
Come on, man.
Everything wants to attack it.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Grow some vegetables out there.
Oh, you
They
better
don't
keep a game around that
Man,
bitch.
what?
The muskrats, squirrels.
Not even that. You got the actual bugs.
Yeah, the bugs
They
are
come
fucking
to
up.
devour,
Yeah,
man.
yep.
Man, don't get started on the mammals. Not
Come on.
mammals.
And yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And you got plants
when I
and
was
stuff
in,
like that to keep those type of rodents out.
yeah, but when I was in Virginia Beach back in the day when I was there, old girl was baby. She smart way. I ain't gonna lie. She got bought a whole bunch of buckets from Home Depot and put the soil in it and put different seeds. We had peppers this big, right? I'm like, yo, so we like, ooh, come home from work the next day.
Gone.
What the fuck going on? Then I start watching shit tight rope in the fence.
Yeah.
Man.
Yo, for real, you can't even look the world we in, man.
Yeah.
Like you say, you gotta have a guard dog or something.
No, they said like you can. I was reading it up because I was actually gonna look into gardening and everything like that. And they said to keep those, because animals, how do they find the food? They gotta smell it. Right?
Right.
So what you do is you put some type of repellent.
I put
They
coffee
use-
ground.
you can use coffee grounds, cayenne pepper,
Mhm.
vinegar,
Right,
lemon.
the whole time.
And then it was another ingredient where you literally just spray it around the
Yeah,
perimeter.
I
So
heard.
then when they get that smell,
Yeah.
agitate their nose, so they don't even want to come near it.
Yeah.
That keep out possums, skunks, raccoons,
Yeah.
moths, like everything.
Yeah.
They even said put crushed glass around certain things too for snakes. And what was that slugging?
Crushed glass.
Yeah, crushed glass.
Okay.
But you know, Esau fucked this shit up like that too. So Bill Gates.
Oh yeah.
Right. So even if
Man dog. I call him man dog. Because you know, like brother was going into, all this stuff takes time.
Yeah.
That's a skill.
Yeah.
That takes time, and that's also what? Sovereign.
Yeah,
You don't need the system. So Esau being a madman he is, he had to make things weak like that so people can't just go out there and grow for themselves.
And then Esau also has the spirit he has on the world is no patience.
Nope.
Now I need it now. Fast food. Give it to me now. So think about the average person. They ain't trying to wait to see something.
Whole season?
Yeah,
Hell
come
no.
on, man.
And then after the season's over, I gotta do that and shit again.
Yeah.
No, but remember
instant gratification.
I never forget the Jake's, the older generation that had the farm and the land. And 'cause when I used to go to my grandma area, we had a lot of Edomites and shit that had a little land, and they would till, had the pumpkins every year, and certain fields. And I remember when they started dying out, all of a sudden you see a big for sale sign. Because the kids didn't want to do that shit.
Yeah.
They fell for the college, degree, Instagram. Again, the world is weak now. So you forsake the most important thing. Life, sovereign,
A lot of
take
people.
care of yourself, livelihood. You forsake every goddamn.
A lot of people lost their land or sold their land over that.
Because it costs money and it takes time to keep all that, man.
My grandfather's from Rocky Mount, Virginia,
Mm-hmm.
and they had mad land. It's still some of it's still theirs, but they sold half of it.
Yeah.
And they trying to still. My grandfather's 80-something years old, and they still fighting and trying to get their land back.
Yeah. What does Esau do too? He tax your ass.
Come on.
So and you got to understand that actually takes time, and you need honestly, if you don't have servants doing that, it takes a big family, kids and children.
Yeah.
Gonna come
It's
together
a
and do
village.
that. It's a village, bro.
Yeah.
And if one, and again, going back to the whole destruction of America and weak it is, people don't see the bigger picture of that. They all just, I ain't playing shit.
Yeah.
You got to beat your child to death to fucking make you go into submission and pick up a damn shovel and sweep the goddamn porch.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't consider like back in when our parents and grandparents were, if they come from a farm or whatever, that farm was so important to take care of that sometimes they had to not go to school. They had to stay home to till to the land, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's very important because if they don't till the land, the crops die, they don't eat. You know what I mean? And like you said, now these kids now ain't doing that shit.
They don't want to cut grass.
Yeah. Come on, man. Fuck turning the ground over. They don't want to cut grass, you know?
They don't even want to go outside, and they gonna stay in there.
There we go. There we go.
We done mess with some girls that got kids.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Okay, you go cut the grass, bitch. That big ass nigga in the house playing games.
Yeah.
What the fuck is you doing?
He done lost all his melanin because he ain't come outside for a whole month.
He asking you to make him a sandwich. Come on, give him a sandwich. Fuck out of here.
dinner, man.
Big dumb doofy ass. Oh, goofy ass ain't got no type.
Baby boy.
It's like I call it women. This is what, and that's another thing going into society. And women has literally made boys are lions, little young lions. You have pretty much took the lion out of that boy. So when you eventually he do go out into society, he got to die. The other lions gonna kill him. Like for instance, Esau be getting lions when they're cubs, and they try to make him a pet. And then when they get too bad, get too big, or them niggas attacking me. They try to throw him out in the wild, or the other lions devour him, man. Because he don't know how to be a lion.
Yep.
He taught this nigga how to be a dog.
You domesticated.
He domestic.
Yep.
That's why we go to the zoo. Lion on space out.
He coke drug.
Exactly how they be looking. They like,
Look at you.
you basically, what's that called when they take a man nuts?
Neuter.
Something back in the day, another word, but yeah, you neutered him. Yeah, he basically. My life is over. You know
You only one line in there. You
castrate. That's
Yeah,
what they.
yeah.
You castrated this damn. Yeah. I'm supposed to be the king of the jungle.
come on.
You know what I mean? Now look at me. You know what I mean?
He ain't got no nuts.
Yeah.
You put that literally. You put that line back in the wild. He don't know how to eat. He don't know how to
He
chase.
gonna die.
Yep.
He don't know how to feed. He expect you to feed him.
You see a lot of these videos where Esau might find a wild animal and take him in the house and get him back up to go.
Yeah.
And then he have him in there for 6 months and he tell him to go. 2 days later, the animal back like,
Shit come back.
I ain't built for this shit. Let me back in. No, I'm serious though. You see that all the time. Fucking deer come back.
But that's why they tell you. Well, you should simple. They tell you don't feed animals. They say don't feed animals.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yep.
Come back.
Nah.
No. You're gonna get it dependent.
Yeah.
You know, especially too, bro. You feed. You don't know no better. Remember how I used to go to the park? You know,
Feed the birds.
feed the birds. We take on feed birds. You make them dependent. And you know the dope red fucked up. You might think about it.
It's a fix.
You give a animal skill. That's like cocaine.
Yeah, that's like you give it a
That's
fix.
fucked up now.
Well, my before she passed, her and my grandfather would leave walnuts and stuff on a fence for the squirrel. They named the squirrel Alvin, like the chipmunk. And every day, like clockwork in the
You
morning.
know, squirrels are different up north.
No, this was down here. Yeah.
How much them motherfuckers don't run?
Oh yeah. But no, but clockwork. I'll be sitting in the kitchen and you just see him hitting at the door.
Really?
Yeah, got the pendant. Yeah, that's crazy. And to the point where my grandfather would put this
It's her squirrel. It's squirrel to take it out your hand.
yeah, that's what that's
Birds will feed. You'll feed them.
Yeah.
You got it.
Dang.
It says,
Yeah. You got around animals, man. You know, they're unique. You can see how they get co-defended. That's why they tell you, if you're gonna feed it what it eats. You got it.
Okay.
It
You
says
don't feed a damn chicken.
Chicken.
Donuts.
You don't feed a chicken.
That shit gonna fuck you up your brain. That's not even real food. That's chemicals. Man, that nigga's a fiend. That animal's a fiend, man. Yeah.
it says global anxieties, economic instability,
Mm.
and widespread institutional fatigue.
Everybody tired. Everybody ready to crash out. You got it.
The information age. That talks about that's what it says. But I'm gonna jump down. Mental health and society. The feeling of evils increasing upon humanity relates to modern day collective burnout, rising global conflicts, and
Everybody-
isolation.
Everybody's men don't get it. We were talking about that yesterday. You should have Honda clubs. You should have oh my God, niggas Lexus.
Mhm.
All of them got the LX G3.
Those are Lex Hondas. Yeah.
Chevy Bull.
Back.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
What nigga had a little money, the Mercedes,
Yeah.
drop top.
Impalas.
I remember when
Yeah.
oh my
Chevy
goodness, man.
games.
I remember now
Yep.
North Carolina, oh my God, the donks.
The Pontiac.
The cutlasses.
The cutlass.
Man,
What the cutlasses? What?
Hey bro, the biking gangs, biking groups, you had the youth girl, but man, bro, you had bro, if you outside, bro, men was outside, you had the girls.
That shit over with now.
Remember the double Dutch girls?
Shit's over with now.
That shit over with now.
Yeah, that's how I used to try to holler at him. I'll fuck all that shit up. Anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was me. I was put it up.
Everybody isolated now.
Everybody in the house.
That's why we were talking about, yo, what's the point of going out now? You go out to a spot, what everybody doing?
On their phone. But that's why I'm so big on cooking out, throwing food on the grill. I'll be by myself.
That's the best thing.
Instead of turning the oven on,
That should get real
shit, let me get out here. But I'm outside. Yo, my neighbors be looking at me like,
Yeah, they look at
again?
you. They look at
I
you.
don't give a fuck.
They looking at you. That's like that. That's heavy in Virginia.
Yeah.
People
They marvel. Hey, look, why he outside today?
he's being weird.
Yeah.
And you know what? And it's weird if you don't have a social media. You try to talk to a woman and she asking you
What's your
social. Yeah, I'm like, I don't got none of that stuff.
You gotta hit them with. Just like when they do that, I ain't meet you on social media. I met you in person.
All right. They'd rather you meet them online than to meet them in person.
But this how they think they promote. Yeah, but then how they do it is like, well, I don't know if you're a creep, you're gonna be calling my phone up and all that. Look,
Well,
don't fly to yourself.
I think I told brothers this before. Last year, I was speaking to a young woman. She was like young, like a little older than my daughter. And I don't know how the conversation popped up, but I asked her. I said,
Generation.
"Yeah." I asked her. I said, "If a man was to pull up on you, hop out, and try to get your number, how would you feel?" And you know her response was like, "Oh, I would feel like that he's a creep." I'm like, so just to walk up to you and try to get to know you, he might think you're attractive and he wants to get to know you.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I think that was creepy. I said, well, how are you expecting a man to get with you? She said, social media. Instead of the natural way, because me and bro about the same, man, you know that when you see, you know what I mean? Now that's creepy because I see something I like and and not even being disrespectful.
Right.
You know,
Back in our days, it was creepy to meet somebody online.
yeah.
Like, you don't even know this.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
Just meet up with this guy. Like,
you don't know this man from a can of paint.
Yo, you do this. Yeah, I was trying to meet everybody. Where you meet her at? Online.
Exactly. But everybody hooking up now online.
Straight up.
and they used to be embarrassed to say they met somebody online.
Hell
And
yeah.
online, they be dogging me like, why is all these men in my inbox and my DM? And they literally will make a public post about how this particular man slid over this particular man trying to holler. Like, so you can't win.
Can't win.
The craziest thing to me, I think we were speaking on this yesterday, due to the fact that we live in a society now where you scumbag and where you come from, the biggest school, you be a legitimate nigga, pussy, and all of that. You can literally, this is a state, this is a place now, you can go to another state, like start over again. So
Yep.
here it is, girl.
These bitches moved to Atlanta.
Bro, come on, hey, she was a neighborhood
Yeah.
ski fuck, skunk fuck, come everything.
Yeah.
But now I'm in Atlanta now. Head stretched out.
Uh-huh.
We go, you think, she out there.
Yep.
And this is the side we live in. Dude was a whole. I was talking to my guy. You know, a lot of dudes from New York, man. Niggas that got ran out of Lake Borough.
Mhm.
And snitched or something, got beat up.
Yep.
Sent them down south, the
Yeah.
family from.
They trying to act like they
Trying to act like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yep.
Come to find out, this nigga ain't even built like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, get out of it. But see, we live in a society like that, man. So going back to what we always talk about, character, man. You know, see, when serving our Russian shot in his truth, man, they focus on character, on character. All the other shit out here in this world it's nothing about it. It's no honor. So it's not even honorable to be found trustworthy to another man, a woman, peers, your neighbors, man.
Mhm.
This is all about me.
Yeah.
That's going back to isolation. That's why you can't get. That's why honestly, you not want to friendship and coming back, bringing back America. It ain't gonna happen, bro. You got it, bro. Slide.
It says, that's pretty much it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Pretty much it.
Yeah, neighborhoods ain't the same either.
Nope.
You remember if you was from a neighborhood, it was a community. You was down on
I
something,
knew
you could
your
go
mom.
next door. You
I
could
knew
go
your
next.
father.
Yeah.
We cook.
Come on, man.
Cook.
Come
Stay,
on.
you staying over tonight?
Yep.
Nah, I'm going back to the crib.
Yep. No.
Take you a plate to go.
Yeah, take you to such and such.
Come on, man.
Take you to your mom. Give it to your mom.
Yeah. Yep. You don't got that no more.
None of that.
None of that. You know what I mean? Like you said, I'm on the grill. You see what they doing? You know what I mean? They looking at me blind.
Well, it used to be at the point in time it was like, well, you get on the grill in the neighborhood, everybody come. Can I throw this on the grill? Everybody pitching in. You know what I'm saying? Let me go to the. You need some ice? I got my cooler. You know what I'm saying? Go get the football, frisbee, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Kids out. Yeah,
Everybody pitching in.
Pitching in.
It
Now,
used to be normal.
now.
I know, right? What's that too? Yeah, we know. I literally know.
Hey,
Chill out.
This is water. This is water.
I'm like, yo.
God,
and they all Jake too.
Yep.
you're not a pimp, boy.
That might be a sign from the Lord. I don't know, man. That's crazy. It's a lot of me.
We had what we had?
I still had that Matthew 6. I had
Judah still.
and he still had that Judah.
Finish that up. And then feel I should get your close out.
It says Judah 5 and not. I'll read the end of 4 down to 5. Matter of fact, I just started 5.
Because where roads were prophesying, and then this gospel, this truth, which for people to come back and come out of this place. As you can see, there's no spirit left here in the
It's
battle.
over.
There's nothing left from them. So whatever you're trying to hold on to, let it go. LIG, let it go. It's not here. It's not going to melt anything, man. The average girl you can come across now, forget about it.
Yeah, don't try to hold on to a nostalgic feeling.
Yeah.
Because Jake get
Never
caught in
come
that.
back.
Jake get caught in that. They might hear a song
Yeah.
or a smell.
Now you listen to Keith Murray,
Yeah.
Beautifulest Thing in the World. That take you back to the old
Those-
like,
yeah.
old 90s
Yeah.
somewhere.
But
You running around, you on the stoop, you reminiscing.
But then you got a flashback. This reality, yo. It ain't going back to that.
Yeah.
Right.
You ain't going back there.
It's over for that. Yeah. Yeah.
Cheese.
Italian ice cream up
One
there.
day.
Yeah.
You ain't coming back.
Yeah, come on, man. Yep.
Puerto Ricans out there with the salsa. Man, damn.
Yeah, look, I remember that. The girls,
Hey, remember that you bust open
the fire hydrant, yo. Yeah, I was just thinking that while you were saying it. The police go out, where I'm from, the police lines come out.
Go get the things for you.
Yeah, nah.
Who got that joint?
Yeah, it's over with. Ain't none of that no more.
They know.
Because like we just said, the neighborhood. You don't have that neighborhood feeling.
I remember even in Puerto Rico, we used to watch Chicago that way.
Oh, out the firehouse?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I said joint open. Watch one car.
What?
Side.
Man.
Turn the joint around.
But they playing music there. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
They over with, man.
Judith 5 and 9, GMT, it says, afterward, their God told them to leave Mesopotamia and go to the land of Canaan, where they settled and became very rich in gold, silver, and livestock.
Jake, you gotta know your history, man. You gotta. Well, that's that. Hey, either come back to life or hey, Esau got death coming for you. So keep it very short and sweet, man. You got it.
Verse 10, later, when a famine struck all the land of Canaan, these Israelites, as they were later called, went down to Egypt and stayed there as long as there was enough food. While they were there, well, they time to take it.
You know, when Joseph was in power, you know, he had pretty much the whole. When you watch the movie, I think it's Joseph Dreams or something like that.
Joseph with the yeah, I knew you talking about.
And they show how he came up with the idea, how to serve food and everything like that. So
That's
that
7
was
days of corn with 7 years of famine. 7 years of plenty.
Yep.
Because it
I seen that.
dream in the
Yeah, he-
scriptures.
Yeah,
The Lord told him
12
to-
stars.
Yeah.
Now,
One of the cook tried to the interpreter, he killed him. He can't give him the wrong answer.
Yep.
He got rid of him.
Yep. So that's what we was talking about when he came. They left from the family.
So hey, that lets you know they know our history. But hey, you ask the average nigga, where you come from, man? Yeah, and you don't know that. It's sad, man.
What's your nationality?
Yeah,
I'm black.
They don't say black, yo.
I'm black. I'm black. My mom's black. My dad's black. I'm black.
Yeah.
All right, black.
I'm from this. I'm from nigga. I actually what the fuck are you? And actually, where you born, where you come from.
Right.
You know?
And if you ask them what the history of black is, they call themselves black. They can't give you where it started from. What's the difference? Because black culture didn't start until they started calling us Black Americans.
Jesse Jackson.
That's exactly what it says. Because I was looking that up while bros was
Afro-American.
I was looking that up. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Afro Americans. Then it went to Black Americans. Then there was a culture that's
It was a whole bunch of names.
Yep.
Until
Yep.
Jesse
It
Jackson.
was nigga,
Yep.
Negro,
Color.
color,
Afro-American.
African American, Afro-American,
Black American.
Black African American.
Yeah, come on, man.
Goddamn, all these titles.
Like even when Esau say they're white, if he wants to get technical, he can like, well, I come from Dutch. You know what I mean? Irish.
What Esau here is the only Edomite, so-called whites that's even saying
That there.
Mother Edomites, they say they're Dutch, French.
Yeah, it's American.
That's why they don't say that, bro.
Yeah.
Only people in America, black, white.
Yo.
Well, well, you got to think about it, especially in Virginia. That social construct,
Well, yeah, because
that started here.
exactly 1681.
They
That's
was
what
rebellion.
It's rebellion. That was in Virginia, like I said.
They used to say it was Caucasian.
Yep.
Well, they telling on themselves by calling themselves Caucasian.
Yep.
Because now you got to think of the root word Caucasian.
Yep.
Hold on, we ain't this.
That's what it
We the holy people.
Yeah.
You know.
So he's now you guys Esau basically was able to be a fugitive until now. To these days
Yep.
that you see now.
Yep.
Which the true prophets is on the scene calling them out. So he is. We're telling the world our history, we're telling the world their history.
That's right.
Because they try to hide for so many years, but they can't. Goodness escape. You got it.
Jig is up.
The gig is up.
The gig is up.
Get it,
The jig is up.
yo. You got it.
It says, verse 10, Judith 5 and 10 GMT. Later, when a famine struck all the land of Canaan, these Israelites, as they were called, went down to Egypt and stayed there as long as there was enough food. While they were there, they became a large nation with so many people that they could not be counted.
Yep. I was
Yeah.
gonna say during the time of Pharaoh. You know, when the new Pharaoh came into place after Joseph died, they
Yeah.
multiplied.
Yep.
And Pharaoh was like, "Look, when we continue to let these motherfuckers multiply, they're gonna take us over." And that's when you had the time when Moses came into into play. And that's when Israel was heavily into that bondage during the time to eat that 400 years. And then Jake tried to use that same.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
You're
saying
saying
for America. Nah, they just talk about Egypt.
It says, so the king of Egypt turned against them.
Oh, it's it.
Took advantage of them and put them to work making bricks. He oppressed them and made them slaves, but they prayed to their God.
And he became great because he are Israelites. Yeah. And he built up that great infrastructure. Yeah. He built those pyramids. Yeah. He's like, you're not ironic. The Lord still got the pyramids still up. He built those. Yeah.
It said, but they prayed to their God.
And again, Slocky. That's how you know that we are those people that built those pyramids. That's why when they came to the western coast of the Americas, and they looked at Northern Kingdom, Aztec pyramids,
Pyramids were small.
I was thinking that earlier when you said that. And the dimensions of the pyramids on the western hemisphere are almost identical to the ones on the eastern hemisphere. They said the only difference is the soil on like the Central America. It got soft, so like it dropped a few centimeters, something like that. But the dimensions is exactly the same.
So is this
So
big as the ones in Egypt?
yeah,
No.
they said it's exact. The dimensions are exact.
Yeah.
But the only difference is the soil in Central America was a little softer, so it's off. Give a few centimeters because it dropped.
Let's go back on to look up the history on the ancient civilization, Incans and the Mayans.
Yeah, come on.
Let's show that.
Yep.
And
So
given it, and what was it? This is called Aztecs.
yeah, the Aztecs.
Incans, Mayans, and Aztecs.
Yeah, the Aztecs.
Yep.
But that right there, what is that saying? Who are who?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, they've been left.
Come on, man.
So
So that lines up with the Apocrypha, with them going to Assyrian. You know what I mean? You can't. The scriptures, if you really dive into it, that secular history backs up the scripture.
Yep. Which they do.
Come on.
But how the hell we don't know? But we
Oh shit, well now, like the brother said, tablets. They ain't going outside. They ain't trying to. You know what I mean?
What's her boy name? Fat Albert Bushmouth.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. Yeah.
That's Jake today.
Yeah, they
They
don't
don't know how
know
to fucking
shit.
talk. And you know it's crazy, ironic. It's not even you got people even in, like up north talk like that stupid ass shit. You know the talk I'm talking about. This fucking degeneracy.
Well, Kevin Hart had a skit on that when he first came out. He was like, yeah, no shame. He ain't know what the fuck he said. You know what I mean? It's
All
everywhere.
you got like that same dysfunction, nigga.
They speaking just to speak.
It's like a lean talk.
No, but I think it's just speaking to speak.
Slow down.
It's not speaking to say anything. It's you just talking to talk. You know what I mean?
You saying shit without saying it.
Right.
Hey, you doing?
That's why back home when somebody talk like
Did you? You know I had to.
yeah. So back in the day when somebody would talk like that to us, and they say, like, you said that to say what? There you know what I mean? You said that to say what? People just talk to talk. They have no purpose to speak. They just speaking to speak. Because Jake and Phil left out.
But back in the day, you could tell when somebody was from. Yeah. Now it's like all the boundaries are just one.
Yeah. There's no substance.
Everybody say, drug talk, lean.
I used to love coming down here in the summertime just to get a different vibe of people.
Yeah.
I'm talking when I was a kid.
I
I get a different vibe. Like, yo. I used to come down to Richmond every summer. Yeah. And you know where I used to chill and all that. I used to love that show. Now it's just like, just people just being people. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It says, Judah 5:12, but they prayed to their God, and he sent disasters that left the Egyptians helpless. When the Egyptians drove them out of the country, their God, their power, dried up the Red Sea in front of them, and then led them along the way to Sinai and Kadesh Barnea.
Mm-hmm.
The Israelites drove out all of the people who lived in the southern part of Canaan, occupied the land of the Amorites. Jump down. Well, it said, verse 17, their God hates wickedness, and as long as they did not sin against him, they prospered. But when they disobeyed him, they suffered heavy losses in many wars, and were finally.
And this is what happened to us. We went off. Yes, Jake, we went off. We got our ass handed to God because the Lord loved us. Like the scripture says, what is it, Hebrews What father that is not there that will discipline his child
Come on.
when he go off? So
Come on.
yeah, we are known as the Lord's children. God ain't that what niggas say all the time? I'm a child of God. Well, yeah, we're a nation that's children of the Heavenly Father, Yahshua. So he's going to punish her. The scripture say, he shall not let us escape any of our iniquity. And this is why this is why we've been put in this captivity underneath the so-called white man in the other nation. Not ironic how we're all at the bottom. We're so great. Everybody has to use us to make some type of pension off of us. We not no benefit, but everybody's above us. It's not. It just doesn't happen like that. Even though we were told, we were told, if you work harder, if you push hard and hope hard and manifest, it's not gonna happen. We're telling you the truth here. You got something?
Yeah, I just had which the backfield for all the other nations.
Mm-hmm.
This is Psalms 83:3. It says, they have taken crafty counsel against the people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have
Israelites, so-called Negro, Latino, Hispanics, Native American, West Indians. Man. You know, that's been what on the bottom. You got to really dig up. For you to find anything about Gad, so-called Native American, you really got to dig deep now. Seeing a Gad is like seeing a midget. Just like, you see a real Gad, like, oh, Native American. It's like seeing a midget. Oh, a midget.
It's rare that you see.
Yeah, it's rare.
I mean, the Gadites are amongst us.
Oh, they here.
Yeah,
But the
when
real
you see one,
yeah.
you be like,
Ancient.
You like seeing a
you
midget.
might stop and like, hey, come on.
You like seeing a midget.
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Hey, a midget.
Don't try me from.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Because they're very
That's
unique. They
Yeah.
actually have like, oh shit.
That's true.
Like that one that you know, that old video. He said, "You going to hell?" He was pushing the baby's shoulder. He said, "Oh, you sunk in bitches."
Oh, I see.
You know, I told you, oh, you know, it was like 16 years ago.
Yeah,
He had the brown skin, the long
Yeah.
hair. He said, "Oh, you stole this land.
all them
You
people
stole."
protesting.
Yeah, and
Oh, yeah, I remember.
He hopped on their ass.
hell yeah, he was that. Where you see, you know, you gotta go to powwow, son. You be like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation,
Yeah, no more being an Israelite.
that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Nigga, your name told.
Yeah, no more being an Israelite. You black.
Right.
You know what I mean? You a jigaboo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No more of being that. And to the point where they took us from our nation, our heritage, our culture, and said they are what we are.
And then
And then did the bullshit where they actually bought out the way. You know,
and for icing on the cake, is they give you the most worst degeneracy niggas ever to look up to and uphold as the dons of our nation. So what's some dons of our nation?
Jigga, Jay-Z.
Got Jay-Z.
You know, he just rapped. Everybody talking about that.
Big
now.
me.
Denzel, Big Meat, all the juggler, Frank Lucas.
And all them niggas told.
Yeah, all of them raps.
We talk about honor, integrity. Yeah, they wicked, but what you was doing was wicked. But as soon as the pressure was on you, what you did?
They should have just crashed out.
And then what they did to entice the youth, made movies about it.
Yeah.
Remember when American Gangster came out, and then who they get to play? Denzel. You know what I mean? So you gonna be captivated. You gonna be like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Got the best of the best.
And then when the next rap song, I had to work cool.
Yeah. Lucas, yeah. I think I'm
Jay-Z.
Big Beach.
Did Jay-Z have a joint?
Yeah, the American Gangster. He had the soundtrack.
Yep.
So is that not really Esau working his magic? I'm gonna glorify this drug kingpin that turned snitch. I'm gonna get the best actor to play him, and then when it comes to music, I'm gonna get the best rapper to rap about it. Yo, come on, son. This is majestic,
and
yo.
honestly, you can never forget
Witchcraft.
that trap era. Cause that was some new Shawty Low, GC.
I hated that era because there wasn't even no talent in it.
Ain't like it.
But
He was not rapping.
it wasn't. But damn it, that shit even pushed up on New York way.
Yeah. So it was
Whoa.
and it's witchcraft.
It was an anthem.
It was an anthem.
And then they had the New York niggas. What was it? This is why I'm hot.
Yeah,
That was New York nigga rapping that shit.
Red Cafe, bro.
Nah, it was Mims.
Yep, Chinks Drugs.
Yeah, all that. They
Yeah,
some
that
rap
whole
like that.
French.
Yeah, the whole shit.
That whole sound just went, ugh.
To me, it kind of started to get more like low level because you remember and when it started in New York, they used to like really be rapping with sense and like dang, you hear the words they using. Like when Wu-Tang came out, they using real words. I'm like, these know stuff. They know some stuff. You know what I mean?
Now, New York sound like Atlanta.
Yeah.
Because Atlanta, like don't get me. There's some good spitters out of Atlanta. Don't get me wrong.
Not that many.
But yeah. Got you.
What are y'all talking about?
Yeah, but now you got New York sounding.
So,
They ain't saying nothing.
But it goes back to your point, though. You saw infiltrated back in the early 90s.
Yep.
booking.
I can tell from the style, you remember like in the 90s, it was that dope boy style. It still was like, brothers was into like trying to be smooth and everything.
Special ed and all them,
Yeah, it was all about being smooth.
I ain't including special ed. That was real sick though. But even what's going now? That conscious rap is out of here. Or even
Luke
comment,
Yeah.
light and shine. You don't hear none of that no more.
No, we talked about that. How the hell it go from Common, Twister, Lupe?
Yeah.
There's some other
to
cats from Chicago
Chief Keef.
to fucking Chief Keef.
Yep.
But how the hell did it go from that to drill rap?
It's real, bro. Yep.
That big ass state. It went from Common
Kanye,
Sense. Yeah, Kanye.
weird ass. But still, it went from that to
Push.
I'm from 63rd.
How?
The majority of Chicago is like Kanye and them. Like they're different, styles, more like conscious.
But that's this this all circles back to what we say, like
That's after the trap era died. When drill music come out? 2015.
after trap.
Yeah,
Right after
trap.
Yeah, but it was after trap because trap was with trap, and that's what that was.
Migos.
Well, I'm talking about before Migos. I'm talking about T.I.'s.
Yeah.
That trap era. You know what I mean? At least it had some type of identification with it. Like this shit.
I don't even know what the hell.
Yeah.
I don't. And all these niggas are characters. You can tell these niggas are kids from the plane. Industry niggas. And they just gave them a script.
Well, not to stay on this, and this last I'm gonna speak on it, but to the point where they let the plants infiltrate. Like you talking about, the kid from Brooklyn, all that hair. Yeah. That's how you know everything I wear because they push this little weird ass nigga.
He's able to get on platform.
Yeah. Well, I'm just talking about that when he was making music.
Yeah.
And people was believing him. I'm looking like, come on, son.
Skittle.
And I'm from up north, so I'm looking at him like, he ain't never walked through them Brooklyn streets. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, please.
Skittles.
Yeah. Yep.
You got it.
We infiltrated
A bit
everything.
more on that.
But that's what they push.
Verse 5 says, for they have consulted together with one consent.
Mm-hmm.
They are confederate against thee.
Yep.
And that's going to say all the other nations, which like the brother had brought out earlier, they all know who we are and everything, and they know as long as they keep us in this degenerate state and everything and not coming back to our power, that they're going to be able to keep us, at the bottom.
And it's a benefit for them. If Esau keeps his foot on our neck, the other nations know they can get a piece of the pie. They lick the wounds of us, That's why we in the low state. You see us in the hoods or whatever. And what does Elon do? Or what does Ishmael do? Oh, this nigga's over here. Let me set up a store, a bodega. You know me? Let me get all this money, send it back to my family, where we from, and just keep these dudes in a docile state.
Yeah, they know that they're going to be our service again. They know we're going to, they going back to being up under us.
You can wrap those up.
Yeah, so with that, hey, the water y'all about Shimmy out shot for allowing us to come out here. Brothers Richmond came down to see us, so that was beautiful. Lord willing, this is edifying. We're gonna pop hop down, which means face east to give all praise, honor, glory, food.
Yeah, how about Shimmy out shot by Shimmy out.
And double honors to our apostles, our elders, and bishops of great millstones who will and teach one of sound doctrine. Peace, love, and salutations to you. I'm not there doing work with truth and sincerity. Keep fighting, keep pushing, and keep exalting the names of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. We're almost home, man.
Come on.
Stay doing. Hey, shalom.
Shalom. Shalom. Shalom.